Flies, black flies, swarming around, swooping and buzzing around my head. I need a fly swatter. I need two. I'd be so good at fly swatting. I would be called Sergeant Swatter. That is a poem written by the BYB Podcast.
No, we didn't.
Yes.
I hate this. I hate it.
You wrote
I
that.
fucking hate it, dude.
It's going okay.
Fuck was that shit?
It's a poem.
Just keep it up. Give it a few more tries.
I told a joke in church one
No,
time.
no, you're cut off, Miss Ray.
Okay.
It's over. You're done. Welcome to the BYB Podcast, SS for the Backyard Boys. And tonight for you, we have a special guest, Lucy Tightbox, who you can find on YouTube on Once Over with Kaylee and on WATP.
Yeah.
Welcome, Lucy Tightbox.
Hello.
Is there anything else the folks out there should know about you?
Those are the two main things that, I care about. I'm sure there's lots of other questions, though.
Yes. First question. How did you get your name? That's the most interesting thing.
Yes.
Most
That is a
interesting
good
question.
question.
All the boys want to know.
I know. I want to know.
It's because it's a very loose, tight box, right? Obviously.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
come.
I
Is that
know,
from-
right?
Of the San Francisco type boxes?
Gotta be.
Get her in the middle. What are we doing? Get me out of this fucking.
Yeah.
The real story behind Tightbox is that it comes from my favorite joke from one of my favorite stand-up comedians, who was Sophie Tucker. She was a vaudeville comedian.
Oh.
And she used to tell jokes about her boyfriend Ernie. And so she used to tell this one joke, and it went, this is like the 1920s, and Sophie Tucker was ugly, unlike all of the other women in comedy at the time. And so she told this joke, and it went, I'll never forget it. I was in bed with my boyfriend Ernie one night, and he said to me, Soph, you got no tits in a tight box. And I said to him, Ernie, get off my back. And I thought that
Now,
amazing.
Vaudeville delivery.
Now,
my friend
follow-up question. Are you like 87 years old? 90 in your 90s? What said
You
Vaughn?
look great for it. You look great for 80.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I mean, if you're a vampire, we're
You're
cool
still
with
pretty
that.
perky.
Still pretty perky.
Yes.
Are you hiring minions?
Constantly. I need
Yeah.
minions for everything.
Yeah. Also, Chops Talk's favorite movie is The Minions, or any other child's movie or Broadway show.
True.
Very
I'm going to deny that
Do
shit.
you like Disney songs?
Oh,
Chops.
come on.
Hit a
What?
song from fucking Frost or Frozen. What is it, Frozen?
Frost.
Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah.
Let my
this
dick
song
go, you queer.
Let's let it go.
I
Real quick.
don't. Yeah.
I wish your fucking internet was frozen.
Oh. I just made snow.
So,
So yeah. So what are the main things you do on Who Are These Podcasts with Carl,
Yeah.
or like Stuttering John would say, Carla with
Yes.
Carla.
Or Kmart, or I don't
Lady
whatever,
K.
fucking Lady K,
Lady
all
K is a
all
good
the
one.
names, all the names. So I am now on WATP every Wednesday night with both Carl and Andy, Q Public, and we have lately been doing competitions where we all bring the worst podcast, and I need lots of votes because I definitely did not win the last week. So come and listen to me on Wednesday night.
You're on it now.
Yeah.
You're on it now. So hey, look, you're gonna be the star of the
Would-
worst podcast.
Now, would that be embarrassing if they were like, okay, now here is this week's worst and like it's this episode with you on it. One of your
I was really worried. They did 1 week, we did film and TV podcasts as the category, and I was like, somebody's gonna fucking pick Once Over with Kaylee,
yeah.
and I was terrified. So I'm waiting for it. I'm sure it'll happen.
But listen, you are in the right spot to ask for people to influence a vote. We are very influential people. We can rig. I said rig an election.
The blacks.
I said rig an election. They always do that. But
Well, like the lanterns.
How do you nigga for like?
Yeah, hopefully you have lots of mail-in ballots for us, so we can
Yes.
hand them out.
Mr. A, are you drinking fucking Zima?
Yeah,
oh no.
Zima. This is my Zima.
Granny, the show's about Lucy, not us.
All right, Lizzie.
What is this? A bunch of fucking time travelers on our show today? I'm not fucking cool with this. This guy's got a Zima.
No, I get
She's
time
in fucking
travelers
from
in here if you
vaudeville.
want me to. All I have to do is fucking, honestly, all I have to do is make a couple texts. I can get a time traveler in here.
Listen,
That, bro.
listen. We call Cubans time travelers in New York City also, so I know what you're talking.
Why?
The show's about Lucy, not time travelers. What are we doing? Now it is the worst podcast. Now we are going to be on that.
I don't come in here no time traveling machine. I know come across no time traveling machine. I'm not the bad guy. You need the bad guy. Yeah.
One time I put instant coffee in a microwave. I almost went back in time. That's a Stephen Wright
That was
joke.
fucking terrible.
It's a Stephen Wright joke.
That was an
Don't.
awful Cuban fucking
No.
accent.
I do
Yeah,
the best
yeah.
impersonations on the show out of
terrible
anyone.
impersonation.
You would
It's
pick
like
me
they're
to do
really
the
here.
impersonation.
I could actually smell it.
No. Here, you want me
Do
to
you do
my
any
Cuban?
impersonations, Lucy Tightbox?
Oh.
I'm the worst at impersonations. I get made fun of. I'm pretty sure. So with producer Chris, I also do the net news on WATP, and we'll have a script written out, and sometimes I have to do other people's voices. And I'm pretty sure he just has a reel of me attempting to do Tukey and Stuttering John that is like hilarious because I just cannot do it for the life
You
of
do
me.
a good job impersonating a woman.
Thank you.
Hey.
I've heard that before.
Granny, dude.
That's strike one. All right. Can we mark
Also,
Hey.
Bobby,
One.
Bobby Nick, right below you, does a great impersonation of a lady himself. Believe it
There
or
you
not.
Oh,
I know that. See, look at that.
Look
All
at him go.
right, beautiful there. All right, why can't
I
he just
think,
go and
though-
suck some cock like a normal person?
Wow, Bob.
That's right. That's
Now,
right.
Bob,
Whoa.
do you have you been talking to your seamstress about the hemming, the hem job that she's doing on your skirts? Have you talked to her about that? It seems like she's
Ernest hem job.
a little short.
What's wrong with
Yeah,
that?
look at that bulge.
All right, never mind.
Well,
I
how
think it's
else are you
fine.
supposed to
There
play
is no
tennis?
bulge, dude.
Your body,
That's
your
his
choice.
tennis outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your
That's a
problem with it?
fat roll tucked into fat, dude.
Well, you know, that is what
Yeah,
it is.
come on.
You don't have
Come
to
on,
be-
man.
Yeah.
Can you
Vicious.
please, Lucy, save us and do your Tukey impression just like for a second?
Oh
think-
no.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God. That's fantastic. I can't do it at all. It's so horrible.
Tukey?
No, that was spot on. Is Tukey here? Wait.
Tukey?
Oh, no, that
Thank
was
you.
okay.
The
That
fuck
was
is a Tukey?
All
I
right.
feel very honored right now.
You could have done any voice, and I would have been like, "Yeah, that's it."
Well, you know, it's like some people they can't roll their tongue into a U.
Mhm,
Some people
mhm.
can't flare their nostrils. Other people just can't do impressions. It's just like one of those things, I think.
Yeah, and like
Oh,
Granny,
yeah,
he
I
can't.
I
do
can't
humor.
grow hair, you know.
Granny can't do jokes
Or
like
be
that.
funny.
Another example.
Stevie can't be funny. It's hard to do impressions of being funny.
Yeah, Granny can't not repeat himself.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Say it twice.
I love it.
Next time, that would have been good.
Appreciate it.
And also, Lucy, you have your own show, Once Over with Kaylee, where you pretty much do movie reviews. I see Carl comes on there a lot. Is there any? Tell us a little more about that.
Yeah, I love movies like a lot. So one day I was just like, I'm gonna try to do this, and then I made the worst ever YouTube channel of movie reviews. But I'm having a blast doing it, and I get to talk about all my favorite shit, and it's awesome.
Okay, follow-up question.
Movies all time.
Hold on. Before we get to that, follow-up question.
Granny, jeez.
Hold on. We can get to that. That's actually not of all the fucking things that come out of that asshole's mouth. That's not. Let's give him a break here. That's actually not that bad. What I wanted to know, follow-up, is who is Kaylee and what have you done with her?
Yeah.
Where is she? God damn it! Where's Kaylee?
It's all been a long dox. It's really crazy.
You threw off a long dock?
Yeah.
Wow. This is.
She can swim. That's okay.
On the dock of the bay.
It's the winter time, though. Can't survive in that water.
No.
But okay, so the thing is that you're Kaylee is also you. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, that's.
I know.
This is
breaking the fourth wall here.
I know.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry to shatter the illusion, but it's true.
Some of our viewers are going to need a second to register that. So let's everybody just give it like a 3 count.
Watching.
Okay, I think probably mostly caught up. Thank you. But yeah, listen, I love what you're doing there. I gotta say, you do a great job with keeping it nice and packaged. You know, you do like I noticed that you edit.
She keeps a tight box.
You do a tight box there, but you actually edit.
Hey-o.
You know, you do the thing that not a lot of people in our world do, where you cut out any pauses or, for the most part, any like pregnant pause sort of shit, which I do see is a common, thing out there in the review world. And also your voice. Jesus. I mean, like, clearly on a live Streamlab feed, it may not come out exactly, but whatever you're doing over there at home with your pre and post production, you absolutely have a broadcast voice, a timeless sort of broadcast voice.
Fucking sucker dick
those two things.
already,
Can
Stevie,
I fucking finish? Can I fucking finish complimenting the woman?
Yeah, sorry.
Are you finished?
Sorry, I have a temper. I get a temper sometimes.
He does. Are you in anger management, Stevie?
No.
You should be.
Lucy, what's the most recent movie you've reviewed?
The most recent movie that I reviewed. Go ahead, Stevie.
Me too. Air Force One.
Yes.
Air Force One.
Oh, no kidding.
You fucking sucker dick already, Stevie.
He's the king of saying things twice.
Yeah, I know. He said I repeat myself, so I have to.
Well, you're living up to it. Good job. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
I didn't know if you were doing that on purpose or not. I was just.
And before that,
he's Granny 2 times.
Before that was Martin Scorsese's After Hours, which was
before that was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original 1991.
I forgot that. Yeah, that was fun.
You like that part in the beginning when they're handing the wallet over and then Shredder's hand comes out and grabs it? It's my girl's favorite part. You see a little spiky hand comes out. And
I don't like the
wallet.
hand. The hand is creepy.
All right, top movies.
I love Christopher Maloney.
No. We're not doing that, Granny.
Top 3 movies, Lucy, go.
I'll tell you my least favorite movie.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Least favorite movie.
Right.
Black one.
Waterworld.
Ooh,
Really?
No.
Yeah,
Waterworld
fuck
sucked.
Waterworld.
Waterworld sucked. I
That
agree.
movie's awful.
Yeah,
Kevin Costner had gills.
No,
If you don't watch it as a kid, it's pretty bad. If you were to watch it like as an adult,
it's
that's
awful.
for sure.
All right, we can go from the bottom. Second worst favorite movie.
Second worst favorite movie is Wedding Crashers. Everybody hates me for saying that. I know.
No, that's a great
that's
movie.
ballsy.
What?
No, it's
I
not. It's stupid.
Yeah, it sucks. I fucking hate that movie.
It's
Where
not
they
All right.
funny. It's
fucking
not
ruin
funny.
everyone's
it's
wedding.
internal
I mean,
power.
that's bullshit.
I laughed.
And third.
I'd hate to have my wedding ruined.
I don't know a third least favorite. I guess one too many, as long as we're pausing that on over on
Right.
my channel there. That movie was awful. Stuttering John's movie was I had to watch it entirely too many times
Yeah.
when I was editing for this review here that you're paused on, and oh my god, I hated it.
How could you say that? It won all those Oscars.
Yeah, that's true. I did forget about that. I guess I just disagree.
It's horribly bad. It shouldn't exist.
It doesn't even fall in the so bad it's good category.
No.
I don't know. It's just bad. It's just bad. I mean, there's bad acting, bad storyline, stuff that's been done a million
IRL,
bad stuff that's been done a million times in movies before.
Are you saying he's a hack, Bobby Nick?
He's a hack. That's right.
So Lucy, you hang out with those WATP folks. So are you well versed in the Dabbleverse and all of those things?
Yeah,
such as Stuttering John, and obviously you know who Tukey is.
Yeah. So my introduction was I actually started hanging out with those guys because I perform as a go-go dancer in the Isotopes, which is the band that Carl and producer Chris and Croge are all in. And so I started
also the baseball team in The Simpsons.
Yes.
Well, the Isotopes are a Simpsons cover band, more or less, is their
right? Simpsons references.
Remember, yeah, it's.
So I started learning about the Dabbleverse then, but I didn't really get into it. And then I was constantly like at least 2 or 3 months behind on whatever was happening, which in the Dabbleverse is like a lifetime behind. And now that I am regularly on the show on Wednesdays, I'm for the most part caught up. So I was just checking out all of the crazy stuff that was just happening over on WATP. I know John was just live.
Yeah, can you you hit me up right before the episode. I sent you the link and you were like, are you watching live right now? And I happened to come out of a very intense boxing session. The guys here can tell you all about that. I do, you know. But yeah, can you maybe catch us up? Because I didn't. So after you told me to check it out, I kind of caught up and I feel like I missed whatever was happening. I was catching like the post game.
I feel like I still don't entirely understand everything that happened, but what I definitely gathered is so Carl had Tim Dransky on.
Okay. He's normally a potato.
Yes, is normally a potato. And Tim Dransky confirmed that the entire thing was a long con and that he's been fucking with John the entire time. And Tim,
you know, I've met Tim Dransky in person. Actually, he came to New York City to visit and went to a Mets game and gave me a shout and was like, if you want to come meet up, just please don't take a picture of me. That was the one thing I was like, yeah, man, I got you. And we ended up going with our buddy Bobo from the Opie and Anthony show, came out to the Mets game and met Tim with me. So sorry, I just had to throw in a little aside there.
No, that's super duper cool. That sounded really sarcastic. I swear to God, it wasn't.
Tim was on.
Yeah, Tim was on. And we learned all of that information, and it was insane. And then in the middle of when WATP was live, John went live, and then he was saying things like, "Yeah, I knew all along that this was bullshit," and which obviously he did not. And
right.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Give him some credit. He's in Mensa. He's a genius. Of course he knew that. Nobody is smart as Stuttering John could get trolled. That's impossible.
Well, that's the great thing is that around the time I met him in the summer of this year, that was around the time that Stuttering John was saying that he found his identity and where he works and that he better not fuck around. So he, at that game, told me, he was like, listen, please don't say this yet because we're still fucking with him. But I am feeding him all of this information right now, and he thinks he's got an inside source, and we're really like kind of royally fucking with this guy right now. He was like, please, if you can keep that on the down low. So I'm glad that this is finally out because I swore to secrecy. It was burning me up inside this whole time. Kind of like Granny's liver.
I'd go with skin.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
you see how I kind
apparently.
of I bottomed out there at the very end. I knew what I was going for, but I couldn't. The pot, I think it's probably the pot. What is this?
He's pointing to his Adam's apple. Apparently, he's trying to prove that he is a man, not transgender, like the rest of his family.
Easy now.
No, what? I'm just guessing at what he's talking about. Let's see.
There's one on the show. Fucking relax, dude.
Oh, now he's choking. Things are flying out the back of his head. We can only wildly speculate what he could be possibly talking about.
Why can't we hear him?
Suicidal
is he trying to beat himself up or something?
Well, I mean, it looked like he was first sticking a 12 gauge into his gull, and then it seemed like he was, unaliving himself. It seemed like he was doing multiple ways to unalive yourself, if you're asking me. But why was there no audio?
Because I didn't want to hear him talk. I just was watching it for a second.
You can just say I
don't know. I just clicked over there to see what's going on, and
fucking hands.
You could just be like, "Listen, Steve,
fucking internet.
I've got crinkle fingers. We all know this. Sometimes
if you want to hear it, I'll fucking turn it on. What are you saying?
Man on the casino.
Let's hear what he's talking about.
Anyone who believes JFK.
He's talking about JFK.
By Lee Harvey Oswald alone is a fucking idiot.
I don't know. I mean, we got to pause it. We got to pause it for it to be fair use, or else we're going to get in trouble, right?
Well, as you guys recall, this is a substitute teacher. So could you imagine that's how he starts the history class when they call him in? That's how he starts. He
just walks in.
Yeah.
9/11 was bullshit.
If any of you here
didn't shoot JFK,
if any of you here in this class,
Professor Conspiracy,
believe that JFK, that's amazing.
Henry Ford was a fucking Nazi.
Oh man,
Henry Ford wasn't. Nazi,
that's what happened. When he was
that finger, man, that finger.
Dude, Jesus. What is going on?
Look at that finger, folks.
That's rough.
It looks like a penis.
Has this ever been
looks like that, Granny? Wait.
It's a dick finger.
Yours looks like? Did you break your dick?
My shit goes straight and then bulbs out like that. Yeah, a little bit. Hello?
Okay. Good luck with that.
Appreciate it. I've seen your dick once today, and it's fucking alarming, and you need to stop.
He was brought to that
really quick. Like, has this ever been addressed? There's no way we're the first people to recognize that finger. That finger.
The finger is a big topic of conversation.
I have to admit, like, I do lightly dabble. But I'm on the newer end of the dabble verse. I was not locked and loaded for Stern all those years. And I haven't really been closely following this whole charade. I will admit, I did kind of really get into
Sherrod Small.
Yeah, exactly. But I did start to get more into
incident.
True. That's how he gets it. But I really got into this more scene once the Chad Zumach coverage became a regular thing on WATP. That's when I was fucking locked and loaded, and I've been following since. But I'm not as like deep into the Dabbleverse as some other people are.
Yeah, there's too much to keep track of.
But if exactly. You could spend 24 hours a day trying to keep up with this stuff and still be behind. But yeah, like the Dabble Point show they do, like the fingers are right on there on the thumbnail. Yeah, it's the infamous finger of John. Yes.
Who's worse?
John himself is a dabbler.
John's finger or Jake Hudson's bloody shit covered finger?
All right, well, hold on. All right. You guys are going to keep going fingers now. Now we got to do this. Bobby Nick, show Lucy your finger, sir.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Look, he's got to take it out of his butt first. Look, first.
Pull it out of your ass. Here we go. Sniff that. Sniff that, Lucy.
I've seen a worse finger in the last 5 minutes, so.
Bobby, go ahead.
So you wouldn't fucking be
like
interested
cigarettes
in what is known as the pleasure machine that is John Belinda's fucking fingers.
Ugh.
Well, come on now. That crook might actually help reach areas, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It might be crooked in the proper way.
Do you know what frostbite is?
Like
Yeah.
The actual thing that is frostbite, or is this
exactly. Yeah. So you know what frostbite is. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's what that's if you got frostbite from nicotine. That's basically what that is.
Yeah. What Bobby Nick's fingers? See, if Bobby Nick fucking finger plowed you, it would just make it waterproof.
I'd get my nicotine fix.
And you would get high. Yeah.
You wouldn't need a cigarette afterwards. You know,
that's probably much more appealing.
Yeah, you know how everybody's like, "Oh God, that was so amazing. I need a cigarette now." You'd be like, "Oh God, that was so amazing. I don't need a cigarette. I'm good."
Okay, Little Lemmy Lucy, I love your Christmas movie episodes 1 and 2 with Husey. I think she's just trying to shout out Husey, her love interest. But also, we will be getting into Christmas movie talk eventually here. So I just figured we'd start off with this horrible pile of crap named Stuttering John.
Yeah, that was nice of Lemmy to mention that episode with Husey and Lucy, and there was nobody else on that episode, right?
Are y'all trying to find
what do we call these? What kind of plugs do we call those? Shameless, I think. Shameless plug.
Oh, K-Mean calls them butt plugs.
Would you fuck Stevie? Hold on, I'm trying to set this up real quick. Derek. Lucy.
Yes.
Fucking gun to your head. Would you fuck Stevie Lou?
Jesus Christ almighty.
Well, I think that you know the answer to that, of course. There's a gun to my head.
So you're saying there's a chance.
So, all right. Yes, take the gun away.
It's so hard to get guns in New York City, though. Fuck.
We take the gun away, right? And there's just an erect, probably not great wiener right there.
Whoa.
Okay.
Still fucking Stevie Lou.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, there's a lot of things that depend on that. How drunk am I?
That's a yes.
There's a lot of bars in this neighborhood.
Whoa. Excellent. I'll meet you at one in, a couple hours.
Few minutes.
Are you single, Lucy?
I am recently divorced.
I know this
before fucking the end of January for sure, dude.
Do you know what a rebound is?
Matchmaker.
I've heard the term.
That's rude.
Well, Stevie Lou is great at basketball. If we need to be honest here,
that is creative. That is true. So I do. True. I take back what I said.
Everybody deserves a good rebound. Absolutely.
Granny, go fuck yourself, by the way.
Yeah, all those questions, Granny, and then he runs off.
He runs away. Yeah.
Whatever. I guess he wasn't too interested in the answers. Just
he didn't want to know if Stevie would fuck me.
Right. I know. Well, I think we all know the answer to that. And we can speak for ourselves. I don't know. Am I going to get my channel struck? I'm really worried about this now.
I mean, we're not going to start having sex together on air right now, so I think you're okay. Get on that.
I think he's talking about Stuttering John.
Oh, okay.
Get on that balls.
I've already started thinking about something else myself. Hey,
the blacks.
No, not the blacks.
He shot.
You dog.
You're welcome, Stevie.
First shot is here. And you see him grab his neck and it's Sapruder film, and then the back of his head gets blown out. That's from the man on the grassy knoll. That's why Lee Harvey Oswald said he was a patsy. And that's why Jack Ruby fucking killed him.
See,
why? Hold on.
A history.
He just said that's why Jack Ruby killed him. He didn't give a reason. He just said that's why. Like, you usually have to,
I got 3 letters for you.
He said he was a patsy, and that's why. But he didn't say that. I don't know. I kind of want to discuss more.
Shit my pants.
Like
I'm not even fucking kidding.
Jesus Christ.
Just
now, we're just scratching the surface of this topic with Stuttering John. I want a full, in-depth what happened that day breakdown with John.
Granny
with
just
John. Right.
I mean, if I gotta do it, I will. But
No, what was happening on WATP was way more interesting than John's own show. Just as usual, he does shows and they're very boring and very dull, but everyone else's coverage of him and money making is what is actually interesting, honestly, in my opinion. But I'm sure a lot of people agree with that. But Tukey was on. Speaking of doing Tukey impersonations, Tukey was on with WATP right before our show. I don't even know if they're on right now, but yeah, all this stuff is very interesting, and it's amazing that people have to get lawyers and do all this shit now because of Stuttering John being such a POS. But yeah, this is Tukey or El Horrible or B Dabbler, whatever the hell you want to call him today. You're going to threaten me by posting my house online where I have a 4-year-old and expect me to give in to your demands. Fuck you, Stuttering John. You started this. Now finish it like a man. So it looks like they're going the full length to fight Stuttering John on all this stuff at this point. Did you have any other thoughts on that, Lucy, or is this topic annoy you?
I've been having a hard time with it the last couple of weeks. It's not that it bores me. I got so upset after John started doxing Jenny from the Jingles department and saying that he was going to leak her nudes and all this shit. And I got to a point where I was like so disgusted with him that I couldn't even say anything else. I was like, I don't even have any more words. I'm just done. And he just keeps doing the same thing. And he's doing this stuff to people that I care about and people that I like. And I don't want to see anybody fuck with Tukey. And I don't want to see anybody fuck with Jen or Carl or, Cardiff or anybody or Vinny. Like, these people are all great people. And it sucks. It sucks. John's an asshole.
I've known Cardiff for years. He's also told me he's eaten his own cum. Is that Cardiff Electric used to call into a show that I was on years ago before he was a potato, and he admitted to eating his own cum. Does that make him? I just shit my pants. By the way, I just shit my own pants.
You keep saying it. We got it. That's a victimless.
He ate his own cum.
Yeah, that's a victimless crime, if a crime at all.
It's not true. People died in that.
Yeah, a lot of babies died.
I'm gonna go. People died in that.
I'm sick of you sick Christian freaks with your goddamn horseshit. I told you about that shit.
Also, confirming, did shit my pants. Yes, I had to go wipe. I did.
How did you confirm? Was it the smell test or the feel? Dipstick?
No, it was a triple wipe. It was mostly oil.
That's crazy because you live in a triple wide and you had the triple wipe. That's
single wide, fuckface. You know this. We've been over this. Okay, I'm white.
And it was a greasy shit, so it was a lot like your face then, right?
Oh, bam.
Now, Lucy, if Stevie shit his pants, would you still give him a blowjob?
Oh my god.
No,
don't answer that. You don't have to answer that.
Have you already changed your pants, or are you wearing the same pants?
That's up
to
you.
Yeah, you don't know Granny. Really. You don't know Granny that well.
There was some deep throat involved as well.
Yeah, I did notice Jingle Jen, back to our conversation. I did notice that Jingle Jen was on this show today too, so she was on there.
Jenny Jingles.
And Cardiff.
Yep.
Jenny Jingle. Yeah, exactly.
Jingles Jen sounds terrifying. That sounds like a horror film villain.
Murderer character.
Comes to you in your sleep. Could happen. Could fucking happen.
Yeah, so obviously he's just causing a shitload of problems for everyone. I mean, he's in a weird spot where everybody else seems to be doing great on their shows except for him. But all their content involves him, so he's like striking out like a little kid that's, he has no other choice but to just fuck with everyone. Obviously all these copyright strikes and things are going to get overturned. It's just an inconvenience for everyone at this time. So it was great to see the fake lawyer guy call in today and explain how he's been trolling John lately and that all of that shit is false. And John thinks he has a lawyer that's been giving him good advice on how to go about this, but in reality, it's just some dude fucking with him.
Some guy.
I love it.
Oh my god.
I have a quick question, Derek.
And
why is Bobby looking at porn and not jacking off? Bobby, quit looking at fucking pornography, dude. We're all
that all the
here,
time.
dude.
I do
Why
that.
try to derail the show further if he's already derailed? Why?
Are you still on your smoking a cigarette once every half hour, or are you up to an hour now?
I went the other way.
You quit trying to quit.
15 minutes.
So you just stopped worrying about it. Is that what you're saying? You just said, fuck it. I'll smoke whenever I feel like it.
I'll get back on it soon enough. But yeah, for now.
No
Get back on what? Your sofa?
Well, I'm always on my sofa. What are you talking about?
Hey, Lucy, do you see that ring behind Bobby's head?
Yes.
What would you attribute that to? He says it was there when he moved in. I'm calling bullshit.
I have seen enough of what you guys do to hear the accusations that it's nicotine.
She's good.
Look at her
Cut on
go.
real quick.
Okay, yeah. Or because it maybe listen, if it was there when he moved in, maybe somebody died in that chair, and it was like that's like human remains.
And that's their halo on their way to heaven.
Yeah.
Or it could be like a portal to another world. You never know.
That you pop in and out of whenever you feel like it. K McDuck, Bobby, I respect whatever frequency you're smoking at.
A portal
you
to
have
lung
a fan.
cancer.
Thank you, K McDuck.
Yeah. Obviously, K McDuck really cares about you and your health. By that statement is what I can tell.
Well,
yeah. So
speaking of bad habits, we all just got to take let's just be thankful for what we have, especially in this holiday season, because the way that John drinks, he's going to be fucking dead. Like, there's no way this guy's making it much longer. Same thing for a guy like Joey C. So let's just all just cherish these moments that we have with these guys now.
Yeah, I don't know how close you pay attention to Stuttering John, but would you say like he has some mental deficiencies from being such an alcoholic, Lucy?
Oh, definitely. I think he has mental deficiencies from a lot of things. I think Carl usually says it really well. He's like a complete narcissist. Like he cannot see how the world functions in any way other than the world that he's created in his head. And I don't know how much of that is because of alcohol and how much of that is because he's a fucking loser. Like,
true.
David Chandler coming in hot with the 50. Timothy is my new hero. That was crazy. Did you catch that part of WATP earlier? Yes, absolutely, David Chandler. I don't know if that question was for Lucy, but we definitely were talking about it, and she brought it up, as a matter of fact. How hilarious it is that Stuttering John's lawyer is, in fact, a troll. I don't know. They gave him some shit about not playing the long con with John, maybe keeping it going a little bit longer to really fucking get him in the end. But I don't know. I thought today was like a perfect time to say it. Because they're right in the middle of all this stuff. So
bit's got to play.
I wouldn't.
Bit's got to pay off too. This bit has to pay off eventually. So
yeah,
whether it's today or another
is
2 weeks
Carl
from now.
that Jewish guy with the show?
What?
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Oh no, you're thinking Shuli. Different show altogether, buddy.
Shit. All right. Yeah, my bad.
Shuli is Jewish.
Jesus.
I know Lucy's Jewish.
I'm also Jewish.
Right. So I personally stand with Israel. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I personally stand with you.
I'm sorry for what's
I'll stand with anybody, dude.
I roll with Israel.
Well,
I roll with Israel.
You got anybody either, Derek.
Yeah, you got to roll with them. You can't stand with them.
Well, we should say that Chops over here. He is Palestinian. Can you see his...
Yeah, Lebanese. There's a difference.
He's fucking Lebanese.
Not the God. Not the God. There ain't.
Not every Arab is either Israelite or Ghazian.
Chubbs, can you do? Let's see how Lebanese you are. Can you do a for me? Oh,
damn! I actually did that pretty good.
Yeah, you did.
That was my first. That was my first go.
I have a feeling that's the last thing a few people have ever heard. Like on their way out, that's like the last thing they ever heard.
That's why they practice. You got to get it right. You only have one chance.
Okay, try this. Allahu Akbar.
No, okay.
Allahu Akbar.
Enough of the trying things for tonight. I think we're ixnay on the EHJ. That's what I like.
Can we get a death to Israel? Oh fuck! You know what? I went too far.
What? Okay, you're just trying to get our shit fucking taken down today. You're worse than
I'm not.
You're worse than John.
They're worse than Ian Hawk.
You're worse than Ski Mask and
worse
Stuttering
Ski
John
Mask.
rolled into one.
Ian Hawk.
Hold on, Ski Mask
Dabble
showed his
Storian.
cock on fucking stream.
Yeah,
dude.
and you're worse than that. So what does that say about
I
you?
just got a dip in and I'm getting fucking loose. Hello?
Whoa. What did you just get in?
I got a dip in. I got a hog leg in, brother.
Oh my god, he's such
A
white
hog leg,
trash. Such white trash,
He's
man.
dipping now.
Yeah.
This is a great evolution of Granny. This is great. This is the next step.
What? When he shits his pants and then he takes a dip? What? How is that?
No, he's gonna dip. He's gonna dip and drink less.
Bro,
I
just drank the dip a bit, bro. You gotta.
Or he might drink more.
You ever shit your pants on a live stream and then follow it up with a good hog leg dip?
Granny does.
Stick around long enough, I'll piss out my window.
You can't ride it, folks. You can't ride it.
I can't piss out the window anymore. But I did piss on a raccoon the other night. Sons of bitches keep coming up on the goddamn porch, so I keep fucking yellow watering them. You know what I mean? I fucking
what do they do?
Motherfuckers. I look them dead in the eyes and I go, "Take this." They're
like
all
it's
fucking down there on the porch.
Montgomery, Alabama in the 1960s. I get it.
Yeah, I put sugar cubes out there, right? And so when I piss on the sugar cubes, they dissipate. But the fucking raccoons, they don't understand that shit. You know what I mean? So they get madder than motherfucker because when I'm pissing on the sugar cubes, they're trying to eat them. And they just disappear in their little fucking coon paws. Hello?
Lucy, I have a question. Lucy, if you had a dick, would you treat it with more respect than Granny treats his?
If I had a dick, yes.
See, there you go. Granny, that's a tall sign. Treat your dick better. Stop pissing on raccoons. You're going to get it bitten off.
Chops will try and trick you up to see if maybe you'd like slip there, and you'd be like, "Yes, I do take care of my dick.
Take care of my own penis." Yes.
He's like one of those homicide detectives that's got you in the.
Now, Granny, can you tell her about how you tie your balls off?
It's fucked up. Oh, here you go.
Yeah, you want to know about how I tie my balls off?
Sure.
All right. So what I do is I take one big rubber band. You know what I mean?
Wait, what's the goal? What's the goal of this?
Yeah, for sure. We need to
start with the goal.
It feels
good question.
Okay.
It feels good.
Okay. All continue.
Right, so you take one big rubber band, you double it up, slap that motherfucker around the inside. You know what I mean? You get them balls nice and purple. And then what you do after that is that you take you remember like the braces fucking little rubber bands? Each testicle. You slap one of those over each testicle, and then you get to fucking a lot. Or jacking off or whatever you're doing. You know what I mean?
Very gay. Why are you gay?
I want cock.
Does anybody else hurt?
I've been drinking and
it doesn't feel good down in my
one giant asshole.
Is he gonna come?
Yeah, they came real quick.
Jizz into my mouth.
Your cum is in my belly, bitch.
You are gay.
Granny, it's very disturbing anyway. Like I'm surprised that little Lemmy puts up with you whatsoever.
But you know,
does it give her any pleasure that you do this?
A little bit. Yeah, it makes my cock a little bigger, dude.
Yeah, but you know what, Granny?
I'm not working with much.
you like to drink a lot. So one of these nights, you're gonna tie your balls off. You're gonna fucking fuck, and then you're gonna fall asleep. And the next day, you're gonna be castrated, dude.
No, dude, after you nut, like, no. After you nut, dude, taking the rubber bands off.
I got fucking jizz on my face.
Taking the rubber bands off is almost a pleasure in itself. You know what I mean? After you fucking, you shoot it out, dude. And I fucking, bro, the ropes. Oh, the ropes.
There are no guns in that bullet.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Wife. She knows there's.
So what you take the wait? Hold on. Let me just clarify. You take the rubber bands off as you're ejaculating, as you're coming.
No, after, like right after. Yeah. So you got to touch your sensitive wiener a lot. You know what I mean? Which isn't enjoyable.
Do I have any rubber bands?
Don't try it. Don't try it.
You gotta kind of fucking handle your sensitive wiener, dude. It's not like, again, not super enjoyable. You ever been fucking?
So you basically okay. You're giving your nuts pigtails.
Yeah.
This hurts so much. Stop it.
Out. All right, little Lemmy says Granny is all talk. Oh, boom, got him. The only thing he does that is normal talk.
We miss you, Lemmy.
It's not true.
Yeah, we can't wait to replace Granny with little Lemmy again. Okay. All right, I've heard enough about your balls. I'm sick of hearing about your balls. We got to hear about your balls all the time.
Well, I've seen your dick today, so fuck you, dude.
I sent you a picture. You enjoyed the picture. My penis had a nice, fancy little top hat.
I deleted the picture. Never asked.
Doubt it. That sounds like a lie.
People do.
After he was finished with it.
Yeah. I have a feeling maybe that's what you were looking at before you ran off to the bathroom a minute ago. You were probably looking at my dick again, weren't you, you pervert?
That's what it was.
No, dude.
That's what it was.
Also, do you think we're gonna make that shitty podcast stream? Or... I'm trying.
We're making it right now. What are you talking about? We're making it as we speak.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Then, in this next clip, this guy Granny talks about rubber banding.
I told you he was Jewish.
I've honestly been waiting for like Win by Two or Nobody Likes Onions or WATP to find this show and be like, oh, boys, we got one. We got a fresh one. Oh, boy.
What are you talking about? We've been on the fucking show. He knows about us. I
want the entire show to be about us being
we're grade A sushi, brother. They can't mock us. There's nothing to pick apart here. Right,
see, that attitude right there is what will get us on that show.
What I need you to do
is when you think you're good and you don't realize.
You need to quit living lives that you've been living in. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
if you do not want to see me again, I would understand.
I would understand.
Lucy, have you seen Win by Two sing Jumper?
No.
Lucy, do you know who Win by Two is? That's probably
okay.
First question you should have asked.
Yeah. Wow, I'm sorry. I just assume everybody knows the things I know. That's because I'm an idiot. But
yeah, you also assume you were gonna fucking nail that jump, and then
that's also why you beat your children, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what is it?
Win by
John DiCaprio, Win by Two Radio.
Oh.
That's why I beat my children, sorry.
Because of Win by Two Radio?
Yeah, well, that and I assume they know the same things that I do. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, how come you don't know about 90s trivia, kids? Come on. Yo, remember the 90s? Like, you don't remember the 90s? Yo? Like Cardiff and OJ?
No, we don't plug other shows like that unless there's...
I will always plug anything Cardiff, OJ, B Dabbler. I love all of those guys. I will happily plug all of their shows. Yeah, okay.
Derek,
so you're
you
in for the treat.
Derek, you might want to check the last comment I was put in the chat.
Yeah, is that the real one?
Oh, shit, folks. This just in. Breaking news. Who are these podcasts? Don't worry. You are on my radar.
I fly below the radar.
We did it, boys. Cheers. If you got a drink, put them up.
Yeah,
Cheers.
I got a drink.
Cheers.
Yeah. Wow.
This was all a big setup. This was all a goddamn
I have no
setup.
idea what's going on.
Yeah.
What is a Who Do We podcast?
Lucy Tightbox is the mole.
She's the mole.
Damn it. Mole. She's the insider. Okay, so you're in for a treat. This is Johnny DiCaprio singing Jumper. This guy is amazing.
He's not.
Hate it.
Boys.
Are you messing with the speed?
Nope.
Nope, that's just him. Unfortunately.
What do you think?
That's awful.
What do you? Oh, that's perfect timing.
It's the best.
That guy is staring at you.
I really don't like his eyeballs right there.
Yeah, that's a little. That's like a little. That's
I
like
see
school
that.
shooter
No, hold
eyeball.
on. I see that look twice a day in New York City, and they're going, "Hey man, can I get $1? Hey man, can I get $1 for some food?"
I was never molested as a child, but I think that's exactly what comes after that.
Not true.
Oh no.
But Lucy, I mean, what do you think about the way he holds his microphone? That's been a huge topic of debate. Like as if maybe he's thinking of something besides a microphone in his hand, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes,
No,
I
that's
do
how
see.
Lemmy
I
held
see
the
how
mic.
that could be interpreted that way.
Right.
I feel like Granny would need to comment on things like that, though. Are there enough rubber bands? Is it? I don't know.
Your cum is in my belly, bitch.
Time and now I'm the fucking martyr and I gotta get compared to this fuckface.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, go.
There was a lot of yuck.
So how about that?
Stop pushing against your nose. He's like up his fucking nose.
He's like a gay Fred Durst.
So Fred Durst?
Gay. Like if gay,
All right.
if Fred Durst.
I think I've
butt
tortured
fucked
you
everybody
enough
on the
with
planet.
that.
That's so awful.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. You could be part of our club, Lucy. You could be a BYB fangirl. We have a lot of them, honestly. It's kind of weird that none of them are in the chat ever or anything, but you could just take our words for it that we actually.
Yeah, I believe
know
you.
fans.
I trust you all. I trust you all.
Well, we
Don't
got
trust me.
We usually do. Where's KB? We usually have Stormy. Who else is out there? Zarzar.
Lenny.
Exactly.
Come on,
You
fuckface.
named you named two females and then ran out of. You were like, and
Detroit.
oh yeah, Detroit. Yeah, there's three.
Psychosocial. Ga.
Tiff is usually in.
Tiff.
Tiff.
Yeah.
Washington. Yeah.
Lots of females.
Oh, look,
Lots of
Stormy's
them.
here. See, Stormy's here.
Bex.
Stormy's there, yeah.
Sarah.
one.
What about Sarah?
Yeah, ladies, if you're
This
out
is
there,
just
you better.
us naming girls that watch your show.
We're
This is
trying-
the dumbest
Yeah.
thing that I've ever heard.
This is
I'm
a
gonna
bad
be honest
segment.
with you guys.
This is
Yeah,
a pretty
not,
bad
Not
segment.
great.
I
And then I met
one
this
in the chat
person,
for
and then I met
females.
this person, and then
Dirty Dalish.
We're just trying to prove that we're not
Great.
incels. That's
Ah, Sketty Tooth John. She's
all
here.
right.
Ah,
Bobby,
see,
enough.
see.
We
We got. No,
Bobby?
she's already. Yeah, she's getting upset because we name up the ladies out there. Stormy, Sketty. See, hi Stormy, hi Sketty, hi Stormy, hi.
Can you go
Sketty.
to Hack Ride's
Bitches.
comment there? It's pretty good.
Hackride, my cats just started attacking each other for no reason when that music was playing.
Yes, in 1,000 years. Watch Frisky Dingo, you piece of shit.
That's great. Okay, let's get back to Stuttering John because that's what's on our plate for tonight. And Carl wants to hear about it. No, actually, what I wanted to ask you was about the one too many movie review. You had to sit down and actually watch the entire thing, I assume?
Multiple times.
Multiple times because you had to break it down.
Oh, man.
I have probably seen that movie. Carl might have seen it more times than me, but I've probably seen that movie more than anybody else.
Oh, so you're back at.
It's called One Too Many, right, or something like that. Is that? Yeah, it's like a play on words.
Yeah,
it's
like
hilarious.
One and
great. Number two.
Yeah,
and then comma. There's commas in between one and two, and then the final one, many. That's kind of not really like a proper joke, thoe.
No.
All right, I don't want to. Yeah, okay. Thank you for. I'm sure that's been.
And it's so the entire movie is pretty much like the.
Like I checked to make
the entire premise pretty much is him having sex with tons of chicks, correct?
No, you're still talking.
Yeah, the fantasy of the movie, his real life fantasy, which he then writes into his movie, is that he will be dating a girl who will also allow him to have threesomes.
Okay.
will
And that's
she also be a beloved chatter in his comments in the chat?
No. No.
What the fuck are you doing? What are you just?
I don't know.
Mr. A, tell him exactly how you feel, please.
Mr. A, you got need to know.
Still talking about Stuttering John.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I tried to,
back.
but I can't. No.
All right, drop him out.
All right, that happened.
It's always odd to do that.
Somebody check on him. Is he having a seizure?
Yeah. So did you have some like real fine points about the movie? Anything that really pissed you off or annoyed the hell out of you?
The scene that really stands out to me is the bathroom scene. He has this whole scene where he's in the bathroom and he's taking a shit, and then there's no toilet paper, so he's got to use money to wipe his ass. And there's no ATMs in New York City, and he can't get a cab, and it's just like one of those like everything is going wrong scenes. But you got to watch him sit on a toilet and take a shit. Like fake take a shit. So it was kind of like him fake crying tonight. That level, or a couple of nights ago, whenever it was, like that level of shitty acting is what he does in One Too Many. But it's him like on the toilet going like the entire time. It's just completely awful.
Yeah, he's really
got to feel awkward after a while.
That sounds like something that might need to be a drop on this show. We'll see if we can work that one out. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, he was doing that fake crying the other night, like you were saying, because he's a good teacher and he cares about his kids. And I remember this one kid, Mongo. I put him in his cage, and then he said, "You're the best teacher, Mr. Melendez."
So I looked up some trivia for One Too Many, and there is some. Would you guys like to hear?
Really?
Yes.
Sure, why not?
Thank you, Stevie, doing production.
You
wow,
got it.
Thanks, bro.
You got it. So, John Melendez, that's Stuttering John, originally asked Artie Lang to play Jeffrey Ross's character, Ernie, but Lang was unavailable due to being in rehab. Are you going to step on my fucking joke while I'm reading it?
Yeah.
Then why are you fucking here? I feel like just doing the Mr. A thing and just fucking backing up. But
what, punching me in the face and leaving?
Lang was unavailable due to being in rehab for his drug problems. It's not so great when he gets stepped on.
It's not a joke. It's not a fucking joke. It's a statement.
Is this before he destroyed his nose or after? Did he have a nose at this time?
It says 2008, so he would have still had a nose by then. Still had the nose, but not much longer.
Right. So that's close to the time he ended up snorting a table full of broken glass, supposedly, allegedly.
And also, don't take your fucking sexual frustration out on me, Stevie. You understand? Okay.
I had a lot of sex this weekend.
I got a question for you, Granny.
Yeah, what's up?
Let's say Stevie did shit his pants, diarrhea. Would you still give him a blowjob?
No, I don't blow dudes.
He would never do
lately,
it.
Or what?
Not to save a life.
Already.
If I blew dudes, probably. But if I, you know what I mean? No, because I don't blow dudes. So, I mean, it's kind of a moot question.
And Artie's nose got
How
fucked
about
up
goats?
in 2016. He still had that nose for a while.
Oh yeah.
Okay, appreciate it. Oh, anyway.
Husey just wanted me to mention one little quick thing.
No,
he says, tell Granny that he's being so funny on this episode tonight that he might even feel guilty the next time he comes in Lemmy's mouth. Wow, I didn't read the last half of that. I just assumed it was going to be a compliment, but somehow it didn't work out that way. I feel bad I read that now.
I really wish that fucking Husey was on that Malaysian flight, dude. That never fucking came back. They just crashed into the fucking sea or wherever the fuck it did.
No, it went through a time warp.
It
went into a whole other alternate universe.
No, it didn't. It went into the fucking ground, and I wish Husey was on it.
If you listen to CNN and Don Lemon's reporting of that, you would know it got sucked up by a black hole. And I don't mean
it
like.
Didn't, bro.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. You said it was a hole. Which hole?
The black one.
Thank you, Frankie.
Yeah. Okay. So
anyway, I'm not saying I want.
If you had to like
die,
rate that, Jesus Christ, Granny!
If he did.
Ah! Can you mute him?
Sorry, I'm gonna give him the Mr. A treatment here in a minute.
You're doing great, Granny.
Yeah,
Lucy,
so
we're
gonna get on there.
Falling apart at the seams here. I don't know if you're noticing,
I'm
but
trying to get us on fucking Why Do I Podcast.
Yeah, you don't have to try that hard. You're doing just fine, pal. You were doing just fine all along.
That's the thing, guys. Granny's not trying.
Fucking joke, Stevie. All right, I had a fucking setup and everything, and you fucked it up. All right, listen, just
if they have a call-in phone line. That might be your one chance to get on WATP, Granny. I don't think
Lucy, Granny does prank calls. That's his thing.
I will definitely not respond to that.
Good. Yeah, he calls in all these shows. He thinks he's a big deal. He thinks it's 1995 still. We're calling in shows. It's amazing.
Chops is his only fan.
I love this guy. My dude.
You know what? Me and Chops are fucking about to get out here. Fuck you. I'm gonna step all over all your shit, dude.
He felt bad about what he said before, so he sent me another message.
No, don't fucking read what Husey
You can
said.
read it. This is a safe place.
No,
You can read it.
fucking read it.
Read it.
It's the holiday season.
Don't read it or do read it. Okay. Tell Granny that pink hair and a gay voice isn't a wise way to stop Lemmy from booking flights to Ireland so she can kiss my Blarney Stone. I didn't get that till just now. I get it now.
Blarney
Terrible
Stone?
joke, Husey.
Blarney
I
Stone.
really hope you get fucking potatoed to death.
Leave Timothy out of this.
Blight? Like catch blight? I don't think you can get blight from potatoes.
No, like stoned to death with potatoes.
Stoned.
Fucking Irish piece of shit.
If you had to rate one too many, like 1 through 10, 10 being the best, what would you give it?
We did 7 thumbs up, which is the rating system over on Once Over with Kaylee, and I think I gave it 0 thumbs up.
Wow. That bad. Mainly the acting really killed it.
Yeah, I mean, it just everything. The plot is unbelievable. Every single character is unbelievable. Nobody is likable. Like even like the love interest is not super cool. You know, there's just no redeeming qualities to that movie.
It's a National Lampoon's film, but this is absolutely the era when there was no integrity whatsoever anymore to that name. We did discuss, I think,
Bus Trip or whatever. That one wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't called Bus Trip. It was called Class Trip, I think it was, which is close.
Yeah, there you go.
It was close. Sorry.
I am a quadriplegic, so sometimes I make those kind of mistakes.
That
you
again.
guys are making me sit in that.
That again.
hurt.
Yep.
You're not standing up in it, motherfucker.
We're trying to get on the radio, Quad.
I got uncomfortable just sitting here. Jesus.
So, what is this though? I see Mark Cuban is in the film. Do you recall?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he is.
Fuck.
That's a really weird cameo. It's a really weird cameo. He plays, oh my God, it's been a while since I watched it. He plays the father of this annoying kid. Who John is the hero in the movie. That's the other thing. Like he clearly, when he wrote the script, he wrote his own life. He is the hero. He does everything right. All the great stuff. He is just this perfect guy. He's the hero. He's the best substitute teacher in all the land, even though he's not a substitute teacher in the movie. You know, all those things.
And it's directed by this guy Michael DiLorenzo, who was an actor.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he ever directed a film. Oh no, okay, he had 5. Oh, I just lost it. Shit, doesn't seem like he was very experienced in the director chair. Before this here, I'm looking it up right now. Sorry.
Do you think Stuttering John had any input
he directed 2 episodes of he directed 2 episodes of a TV series before this, but yeah, this was his first film.
You know, that's a good question. If he had any actual input, like how much input he had into it. You know, he acted like that was his movie and it was his baby, and he did absolutely everything for it. But I guess he didn't have directing credits, so
yeah,
right. No, I was just curious because like he got the Jay Leno gig and whatever. Like he's always claiming he did. Yeah, I'm sure he got the Jay Leno thing on false premise that he probably had more input like at Howard Stern show. Like I have a feeling everything he's involved in, there is somewhat of a grift of how he tells people like his level of involvement or importance or like his abilities. I just feel like everything about him is a lie. So I assumed he probably pulled that shit in the movie too.
Yeah, he did get to show off his musical chops though in the movie. He wrote and performs a lot of songs in that movie, which is also horrible. Really, really awful. Worse
Anything better than
imagine.
Worse than Win by 2 Jumper?
Yes, shit. I will say that, and I really hated that.
Please step back from that ledge, my friend.
Is the drummer wearing a safety whistle around his neck?
It's a rape whistle. Did you not?
There's a lot of wrong things going on right now.
This is car keys. Holy shit! Good eye, Lucy.
Sign of a good drummer.
Well, yeah, and the production value, right? Like they really paid attention to every little detail. Like take your key lanyard off before you start this shit.
Yeah. Also, are we sure this man owns a car? I don't know if I saw an actual automobile key. It looks like it might be like the back door to his
keys all the time.
Yeah, the back door to his parents'
they're
place.
in the second story. You're not going to see a fucking, a vehicle out of the second story.
What?
Okay.
Fair enough.
It's called physics.
I got to let my dogs out real quick. If you guys don't mind, I will take 10 seconds.
All right, hit the
There you go.
There you go.
Did you hear it? He's got, yeah. It sounds like he's a Jetson. Derek Jetson.
Lucy, I got a question here. Is movie reviews the only thing you do?
I work at a law firm also.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The day job. I push papers. It's great.
Where the hell do you find... Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. Are you a mom too?
No.
By any chance? Okay. I was about to say, where do you find time to do all of this? Because I've known a lot of super moms and just super people.
She's not a mom, dude.
Find time out of nowhere.
Why are you just...
No, just... I said super people as well. That's why I backed it up. You didn't let me finish the joke. Stop stepping on my jokes.
Yeah, I thought the joke was going to be like, are you a mom? And then she says no, and you go, do you Wannabe?
Stevie wants to get all fucking pissy. Fuck
I
you,
thought
Garrett.
it was
Stevie
going.
wants
That's
to get all
because she's a
fucking
dad.
pissy about stepping
That's
on
what I
jokes.
thought.
You're gonna come in here. You're gonna step on my man Chop's fucking joke. All right, that's my boy, Stevie. I will fucking fight you to the death with the kendo stick.
But man,
Hello?
I love my Grammy.
I have another bush light.
Kendo stick.
Shut the fuck up, Bob. Yes,
Bobby Nick has
It's
a
okay,
question.
Stevie. My feelings are
have another bush light for 45
Go
minutes.
ahead, Bobby Nick. Shut up, Granny. Jesus, criminy.
That's just all I wanted to say. I want to say, have another bush light, Granny.
Wow.
Cheers.
I have another question for Lucy. Do you regret this at all?
No, I'm having fun.
Awesome.
Thanks, fuck.
Chops, are you? Wow, buddy. Fun with Dirt. BYB Stuttering John's band played the bar at Action Park back in the 90s when I was working there. It was the worst live band I've seen besides the Misfits live. Wow, the Misfits.
That wouldn't have been the Danzig Misfits at that time anymore.
What do you say? Michael Graves is no good?
Yeah, you think of Michael Graves.
Oh, screw both of you guys. I'm not okay with that.
And also, Action Park is a water park. I'm not really sure why.
Action Park is a lot of things.
The
Traction Park.
Traction Park is right.
The Canner. Wow, that's a new one. Granny,
what is this?
Yes. What the hell is that? Jesus Christ, you scared me. I was like, did I just hit a button?
Fuck. What is going on there?
Somebody
not
got
great
you.
look,
Face of 1,000 words.
Somebody
It could have
got
been
you.
worse.
Somebody got
You have
Yeah, you're right.
you watch the movies from back in the black and white era. You have like those lips with the red lipstick. Yeah, it's a good look.
It's got an Ingrid Bergman.
Yeah, very good. Granny, what gas station do you buy those Bush Tall Boys at? It's like 2 for $3 situation, question mark.
Now, they come in, so like they perfected this. They come in an 8-pack of Tall Boys now.
What?
And they're $8.99 for the fucking the 8-pack of Tall Boys. So you're talking
Nice,
like
man.
$1 a beer here.
Yeah, we're talking $1 and $12.5.
And you'll drink an 8-pack in a night?
I'm not really getting into that, but
Yeah, let me improve. Andy's leaving. Yeah, see, you asked the most important. Oh, wait. No, different guy. Sorry. I thought Granny ran off because we were asking him the tough questions tonight.
no,
He's no sissy.
But like,
We've seen him fight. He's terrible at it,
Oh,
but he's no sissy.
If you're going to save the
I'd
fight,
fucking
then
whip
yeah,
your fucking
is
ass,
this
Steven.
all right. She's got to be top.
Don't you
front and
fucking
center.
don't you raise your forehead at me like that.
Oh, when he comes back. Well, make up your
bad.
mind, Chops. Are you coming, going? What are you doing? Did you push
I press one too many buttons. I'm horrible. I'm like an old man with my phone.
Chops is new.
Do it.
Chops is new here. We love him, but he's new.
I'm getting
And he's
there.
also very festive.
He's getting better at it, but he does shit like that sometimes. Oh, so apparently that was your Stuttering John face before.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what that was.
Great. I'm good at
okay.
that.
Put up
I'm
your
really good at
Christmas tree.
impressions, is what we've learned.
All right, let's get into it. Christmas movies. I've been wanting to dive into the Christmas. So you're a movie critic, if you will, or a reviewer. I wanted to talk movies, but I figured since it's the Christmas season, we could just get right into the Christmas spirit with Christmas movies. Die Hard, is it a Christmas movie?
Yes, absolutely.
True.
It's
Nice.
absolutely
Really
a
good
Christmas
question.
movie. It happens during a Christmas party. It is about a family coming together in challenging times. It is sweet and heartfelt and heartwarming. And there are Christmas trees, and I love it. And Christmas music, and it's great. I watch it every
Yeah.
Christmas. That's the only movie that I watch every Christmas.
Absolutely. I watched Die Hard and Christmas Vacation, National Lampoons yesterday. Pretty much my two favorite Christmas movies. So of course I had to start off with
Christmas
is
Story?
Die Hard a Christmas movie?
I was really surprised. So Husey and I did our top 5 favorite Christmas movies and the top 5 worst Christmas movies over on his channel on Husey Entertainment. And I was really surprised that neither of us picked Die Hard in our top 5. And I didn't because I was like, everybody's going to shit on me. I was like, I'm not going to do Christmas adjacent, like sort of stuff. I'm going to like try to stick with more traditional. And then I regretted not doing Die Hard.
Was Gremlins in there? Was Gremlins in there?
You should watch it and find out.
Aha!
I'm probably not going to do that. I'm honestly probably not going to do that.
You're a piece of shit. You should watch Husey's show. Every show Husey does because you know you love him. Don't be lying. You know
Husey
you like
can
it.
Suck my fucking dick.
You love him. Shush. Stop it. All right. We got a question from Granny's way better half. Little Lemmy. Kaylee, do you consider Long Kiss Goodnight a Christmas movie?
I have not seen Long Kiss Goodnight.
That's a great one. That's Gina Davis and Sam Jackson.
Okay.
And I don't remember
it's kind of an action movie, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Like an amnesia film. And I don't remember it being that much. See, okay, here's my one argument against Die Hard being an action a Christmas film. Is that if you took the Christmas element out of Die Hard, it wouldn't really affect the film too much. Similar to, I think, Long Kiss Goodnight. They just so happen to have this Christmas angle stapled into it. Now, I'm not saying that that's make or break, but that's where I start to get a little bit discerning of whether it's a Christmas movie or not. As if whether it's a real Christmas movie, it's because it's got to have Christmas in the film to make it a film, but maybe that's me being a bit of a dipshit.
I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Yeah, this one's a definite. I
blonde hair in this one. That's
good. Yeah, thank you, Little Lemmy, for suggesting that.
This one is a certified banger, and it's also a late 90s film.
Yeah.
And I stand by like any film from the mid to late 90s is leagues better than the shit that comes out today. So like stuff that was considered mediocre and even bad back then, if you go rewatch it now, there's so much more appreciation you gather from it looking at the
absolutely well-filmed movies, well-made movies. Absolutely. It was 1986 too.
Pre-digital era. Pre-digital era. Like, the thing with the pre-digital era is that you actually had to fucking film on film stock. And film stock is expensive. Resetting the camera is expensive. So you had to get shit right. You had to prep very, very intricately these things. And
prepare everything properly.
There was less room for mistakes, and it's a different era.
Derek, can you bring up the film poster again, please?
Now that I erased it, sure, I'll do that.
Good timing.
That's not my fucking fault with your crinkled fucking hands. You can
I'll bring
always
it back
tell
up. You
what
just waste time like you do on every
is.
show. I'm used to it.
Yeah, I know.
Why do you put up with this quad?
I ask myself that at every show. Honestly.
I keep you young.
You keep us all young,
bud. So here's the poster. Is that what you wanted? The poster?
Yeah. Look at that. You can always tell how old the
let's
movie
go.
is
It's on.
by fucking Samuel L. Jackson's fucking hairline. Every film. You know what?
God.
Pull up a film from Samuel L. Jackson in fucking late 2000s. Guarantee you his fucking hairline is receded.
Dad.
Okay,
Jesus.
That's better look at the poster then, huh? No, he's got a real good hairline there.
Mute Granny. Don't pull a Luke of the Blind on him. Seems like he's got some company. Maybe take him out for a sec.
Yeah. I got crinkled hands, as everybody wants you to know. So it takes me forever to figure that out.
Lethal Weapon, they say, is a Christmas. You can argue is a Christmas movie too, because that's the time of the year that the movie takes place. So Long Kiss Goodnight does take place during the Christmas season. So does Die Hard. So, I think the thing is that it became a meme cliche sort of thing to call Die Hard a Christmas movie after a while, where it was like, enough of this fucking shit. We have to hear this every year. We get it already. It kind of got beaten half to death, as Bob Levy says.
Huh?
Yeah, I agree. Have you ever seen Jack Frost?
Oh, fuck yes.
The horror movie?
Oh, man.
Wait a second. No, not the horror film.
That's
you've never seen Jack Frost, the horror
he's
film?
a dad in Alaska that dies and comes back.
No.
That's the one I've
This
seen.
is a snowman that grapes a woman.
Oh,
in a bathtub.
Okay, that's aggressive. 1997 Jack Frost. Yes. Okay.
yeah.
No, I don't like my Jack Frost doing rapes. Honestly, I prefer that they're like some dad that passed away.
That's a good thing. Yeah, Derek, can you look up the 1998 film Jack Frost? And I want you to do me a favor. I want you to try to get the image of the snowman. If you just go to, I'm going
Poor Quad tonight. Poor Quad. I feel for you, Quad.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Lucy, have you seen this one?
Okay, well,
the Jack Frost from 1998, like kind of a children's film.
Yes.
Okay. This one starring Michael Keaton. Right now, this is exactly
Batman.
That's a wholesome one.
The real Batman.
That's the good one.
Apparently, they had cast George Clooney as the voice. So if you're looking at the snowman, it's supposed to kind of be George Clooney's face. If you get high enough and you stare at it long enough, you'll see George Clooney's face. So apparently they had done all the CGI for the film, thinking that Clooney was going to be the star, and then he backed out last minute, and then they pulled Michael Keaton in for a lot cheaper. I think it was a contract dispute thing, and they were like, "Fuck,
Lucy, now hear me out, Lucy.
We already did the snowman's face, so
we're kind of done hearing you out, but go ahead."
Lucy, hear me out. There's another one where the snowman takes the carrot off of his face and puts it in his pelvic region.
Nobody cares, but go ahead.
A woman in a bathtub. Now, which film would you rather watch? Honestly.
Oh, man, I was saying something.
Pearson.
How horny am I?
You're almost there.
Then definitely Carrot Nose for sure.
Wait, Carrot Nose where?
That's the one that I pick.
In the bathtub. That's like you said, you fucking weird fucking
pervert.
And if a snowman's attacking you in the bathtub, don't you just turn the hot water on?
Hot water.
Yeah, what the fuck horse shit?
I mean,
That's horror movies for you.
Levy's watching this show, right? Like this is out there. She's watching.
Yeah, this is a horror film. This show. That's what we're.
Very awkward. You have put Lucy Tightbox in a very tight situation.
Yeah, I have.
No
Just
pun
how I
intended.
like
You can handle it.
All right. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Is it indeed, as I would say,
I thought you were going to ask if that's a Christmas film. I was like, okay, yeah, that one, that's a Christmas film.
Well, come on.
I was kidding,
Stevie. I'm not like on I'm not on stuttering John level at this point. I'm working on it, but we'll get there. Is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation a perfect movie? Perfect length.
That. Love
perfect.
That movie.
No mistakes in it. Everything is perfect in that movie.
So
even
if
there are.
No,
Jesus, Chops. She's trying to answer.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm probably the worst person to be asking about good Christmas movies and what is a Christmas movie and what isn't, because I'm Jewish. So like I have absolutely no opinions about this at all. But I love Christmas Vacation. I didn't see it until I was way older, and still it was like amazing for me, because when I was a kid I wasn't really allowed to watch the Christmas movies. Like it was like forbidden fruit. So I saw a lot of the other Vacation. I saw Vacation. I saw European Vacation. I saw I think I even saw Vegas Vacation before I saw Christmas Vacation.
Right.
Christmas Vacation, though, amazingly good, perfectly paced, hilarious every time that I watch it.
That's kind of tough, though. You watch the first one, you watch European Vacation, and then you go pull Christmas Vacation off the shelf. You walk it up to mom and dad. You go, oh, hey, all right. And they go, oh, wait, hold on. No.
Oy, man.
Sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Sorry, that's
very
horrible.
Very, very offensive.
All right. It's the night of bad impressions. I get it. It's fine.
All right, Derry, here is.
Oh, that one wasn't accurate? Wait a minute. No, I thought that one was accurate. I don't know.
We all get one.
Insane, dude.
But yeah, I don't know if you guys follow Randy Quaid. He's kind of insane at this point, and watching his Twitter feed is psychotic. But obviously, cousin Eddie, in that, look at that. It's fucking scary. Would you not agree? But anyway, this is most recently December 9th. It looks like they must do like a National Lampoon's Christmas Con or some crap, because him and Chevy Chase were hanging out together, and it's just kind of neat seeing they all get to...
Did you hear about Chevy Chase's fall?
No.
He fell off the stage in Buffalo, New York, which is pretty close to where I am.
Recently?
Like a couple. I think it was on this past Saturday.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, he's fine. But it was like a pretty serious fall. I haven't actually watched the footage of it because stuff like that actually scares me quite a bit.
Looking it up right now.
There's video. Yeah, there's video.
I think there's video of it. Yeah.
So yeah, let's watch that video instead of the link to the RAPE scene that Granny posted.
Yeah, I think we can do that.
Sorry, but if the folks do feel like looking at that, you can find it on YouTube. Apparently, as Granny is.
Yeah, I'll put it in chat.
You're doing good, Gran. You're doing fine.
Oh, I can't put it in chat. Just look up Jack Frost bathtub scene.
Oh, so it was like it's a Christmas Vacation screening. Oh, I'm showing it now. Oops.
Oh, I hope he dies here. Chevy Chase is such a dickhead.
Yeah, we're getting nothing right yet.
Crinkled hands.
This seems like this is an internet thing. Oh, here we go.
It's whatever. It's spinning. Yeah.
They spinning. Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's gonna be a commercial. 3, 2, 1.
I'm not. Yeah. Oh,
skip
God
ad.
almighty.
Sorry, folks.
Somebody's getting fired.
Why are they trying to sell you shoes?
Oh, okay. It wasn't that bad. I mean, he's just super old, but yeah, he only fell a couple feet.
Yeah, he's an
there.
older guy.
Maybe 3 feet. Huh? All right. So, this answers everything. That's what they were all doing, was a screening of
they got
Vacation.
a guy in the last row to film this. What the fuck? Come on, man. Guy had the worst fucking seats in the house.
There had to have
Isn't
been
that how
other
it always
videos.
is?
Like,
Because they
who is
probably
not
take your
filming?
phones at those things.
Oh,
Isn't that
didn't think
usually
about
what
that.
happens? You go watch those things, and they take your phone away from you.
From my cold, dead hands.
They'll smuggle it in.
Yeah. That's what you do. That's what you do.
Oh,
you give
Charlton
them
Heston. Charlton Heston, NRA president. The real president.
Yeah, sure.
As I used to say when he was alive.
My phone. And you got the backup in your butt.
All right, worst actor of all time.
Yeah.
Go.
So. Oh, stop it, Granny. You're the worst segue artist.
It's a movie
of
They're
all
movie
time.
Movie fuck.
That's for a
Worst
really
actor
long
of all
time. For a really long time, my answer to that question was Nicolas Cage, but I have come around to him.
Good.
I've come around.
Thanks for coming around.
And then
I love my Nick.
What did it?
What did it? When he starred in Werner Herzog's remake of Bad Lieutenant, and he took over the Harvey Keitel role.
Port of call.
I was like, I was like, there's no way that Nicolas Cage can do any sort of justice to a character that was played by Harvey Keitel, one of the most badass assholes, one of the most vile characters that has ever been on screen. There's no way that Nicolas Cage can do that. And he did it, and it was amazing.
With a Creole accent.
With a Creole accent. I think he has a very specific type of overacting. And I think when he is in the correct role, that works really, really well. And when he's in the incorrect role, like, for example, Wicker Man, it comes across as very hack and annoying.
I was listening to another show recently. I forget which one. I'm kind of ripping this thought off. But
Black one.
Yeah. So, like, if you think about it, Face Off is the only action film from Nicolas Cage from that era where he plays an appropriate character, where he's kind of nerdy. You know, he's got Sean Connery being the real man's man, showing him around, and he's just kind of like, I'm sorry, what did I say? The Face Off?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry,
you said Face
you're right.
Off.
The Rock. Thank you. Rock is the only movie where he's like the nebbish, but ends up becoming a hero character, which is what he is. Where if you look at the other ones, like Face Off, he plays this badass for half the movie. Then also Con Air, he's this ass-kicking Southern dude the whole fucking film. He played so many like mischaracterized roles early on in his career and still did well.
Let's go back to Raising Arizona was probably perfect for him. But
that's
good.
still like Nicholas Coppola era, I almost say. That's like the end of his Nicholas Coppola, beginning of his Nick Cage.
That film?
What was
the film where Nick Cage played the drunk in
Leaving Las Vegas? Yeah, Leaving Las Vegas. It was called, with Elizabeth Shue.
I think it was a good. Yeah, I think
that
was a good
He was
film.
nominated for Academy Award. I think if he didn't win it, he was nominated for that film. So that was definitely like his coming out moment, you know. And then there was an era. So he did that action film era for a while. Started off as he started off as Coppola first. Then he came into this action era, which was great for him. Then he moved on into the Disney action era when he put out all of these fucking National Treasure films. I don't know if you guys remember those fucking things, but he was
I forgot he was part of that.
He like transitioned into that character.
Also Harvey Keitel in those movies, playing a good guy.
The cop, right?
Oh, yeah.
Weird.
Or FBI or whatever the hell he was. Yeah.
Holy shit.
I gotta say that I think that Nicolas Cage's best movie for his character and for his antics, and to allow him to just go free. And Lucy, this is a direct question towards you. Like, what did you think about Vampire's Kiss, if you've ever seen it?
I just saw that like within the last 6 months. I loved that movie. I loved that movie.
I've never seen this. Wait, what is this?
It's so good.
Yes, I have seen this one.
It's twisted. It's a twisted film for sure.
Don't take it serious.
People shit on that movie so much. I watched it right when Renfield was still in theaters, so however recently that was, because my plan was I was going to watch Vampire's Kiss, which is obviously a vampire movie relating to Nicolas Cage, and then I was going to go see Renfield, which I still haven't seen. But I watched Vampire's Kiss, and then instead of seeing Renfield, I just watched Vampire's Kiss like 3 more times. I thought good. It was genius, and people shit on it so much. I don't understand why people don't like that movie. There's like all of these scenes, and working in an office, maybe I liked some of the aspects of it a little bit more. There's like all of these scenes where they're like making fun of people for alphabetizing things incorrectly in file folders, and like it's relatable while being completely absurdist. It's surreal. It's amazing. It's funny.
You seem like the type that goes really big into details when it comes to movies. And so I'll let you know, like, if you watch it again, and if you probably already know this, but the director gave Nicolas Cage a lot of freedom of like, look, if you want to make the actors feel uncomfortable, do whatever you need to. That's where his, like, when he hops on the table and he says, there you are, or when he's doing big, boldy eyes with the biggest smile that he can, like he's trying to get into the other actor's skin.
This has Vampire's Kiss has like that famous
the meme face.
Yeah, exactly. Of his face like bugging out of it to himself. That's hilarious. So, see, like a great era for him though. I kind of glossed over this late 80s era because, as who was this in the chat over here just pointed out, someone said it already. Wild at Heart. Wild at Heart is one of my favorite films of all time.
Yeah.
I'll fucking alt companion. Thank you for. I completely oversaw that. That was an oversight for me not to mention that because I love fucking David Lynch. And while, I think maybe Blue Velvet is probably a more favorite and better, more well executed film than Wild at Heart. I think that Wild at Heart is the best film for anyone who's never seen a David Lynch film to see as a great entry into David Lynch films, which is obviously a expert level sort of thing to view.
Perhaps Blue Ribbon.
Right.
Sorry.
I will also say, talking about the chat, like Rolling Stone mentions Pig, and the new era of Nicolas Cage is also really, really awesome right now. I think he's doing some really interesting stuff. I think he's being really picky about what roles he's taking, and he's taking the weird roles that he fits into well.
Fucking Mandy.
Pig is a trippy movie for sure.
I put Mandy over it. I mean, again, Pig, not a bad film whatsoever, but I think Mandy was the one.
Mandy's outstanding.
That really kicked my fucking ass.
Yeah.
And has kind of ushered in this, again, new era of him. He was doing a lot of video on demand for a while too, in like the mid 2010s. So like 2016 through 2018, he did a shit ton of VOD stuff that we never really saw. But now he's absolutely come out. He's doing Pig, like you said, Renfield. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent was really good. And then there's another one coming out where he's playing
He played himself, dude. He played himself. I was shocked. Yeah, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I've heard it's great.
He played himself in that.
Old Mel Gibson. Did you guys see him in what was the movie with Marky Mark? Where Marky Mark was a priest.
The most recent Mel Gibson that I saw was Dragged Across Concrete.
Right. And that was a great one. But he just had a movie where he's a Santa Claus, like a crazy Santa Claus. Let me see.
I heard that was good. I heard it was really good.
Yeah, I saw it. It was not bad.
No, the last movie I saw him in was the one where he.
It's called Father Stew. I've never heard of it. Yeah.
It's actually
Fat Man.
fucking good, and Mel
got
Gibson
got good ratings. Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Also, check out Fat Man from 2020, which is a movie about him being Santa Claus. It's actually pretty good. It's in the spirit of Christmas too. It's an action movie, so Santa Claus gets to kill a lot of people. It's awesome.
Since we're in movies, I wanted to bust out a couple real quick.
Yeah.
Specifically here for Miss Tightbox. Have you heard about this film, The Sweet East?
No. What's that?
Just came out. Directed the directorial debut from Sean Price Williams.
Okay.
Who was the cinematographer for the Safdie brothers, a couple of their earlier films. He was the cinematographer for Good Time and Heaven Only Knows, which are my two favorite Safdie films. He's been like an independent cinema darling, because of his like dirtiness to his shots. That's something that was very prolific in Good Time, especially. It's like the Safdie way. So yes, it's basically a high school girl on a class trip runs away and goes through kind of Alice in Wonderland type scenario where it's like through the rabbit hole. Very freaky, weird shit that goes on in that one. And then another one that I just heard about is The Zone of Interest. Have you heard about this one?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I'm always behind on movies. Keep telling me more things.
That's the thing. And I'm not going to be like, I'm big time here, but living in New York City, we've got the IFC.
So many.
That's like the big one. But then we've got the, Village Cinema. There's all these Ziegfelds now that are, anyway. The Zone of Interest is directed by Jonathan Glazer. Do you know Jonathan Glazer at all?
Yeah. Under the Skin, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
he did first with Sexy Beast. Sexy Beast, I think, is probably he's only done 4 films. This is his 4th film. This new one that just came out.
Under the Skin is his best for sure. That's crazy movie.
Okay. Well, so I'll argue that that's not his best work. Just give you 1 second. This new one, Zone of Interest, is based on a Auschwitz commandant and his wife as they strive to build a dream life next to the concentration camp that he runs. So what the fuck? When was the last heartfelt, warm Nazi family story that you've had of recent? But the reason why I trust this film, and I hear it's getting rave reviews, this is a very serious kind of film. This guy Jonathan Glazer was the motherfucking man back in the day. He directed two of the best, if not hands down the best, I argue some of the best music videos of all time. He did Virtual Insanity by Jamiroquai, which could be the best music video of the 90s. And he also did Radiohead's Karma Police. So motherfucking like
I just saw your face, Granny.
For fuck's sake, dude. Jamiroquai.
Deep cuts, buddy. That's all.
Go to the bathroom and cut your fucking cock off immediately.
Jamiroquai is like modern day Prince, and that video is mind blowing and one of the coolest
Excuse the living fuck out of me. What did you just say? Jamiroquai is like what?
A modern day Prince. He's an extremely talented artist who puts on one of the best live shows.
You listen to Fish, fuckface. This is
and Grateful Dead.
You know what?
I've listened to a lot of things in my day, so
and we feel bad for you, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah. If you don't, I'm sorry. Listen, if you're not up on Jamiroquai, that's on you, bro. No, that's completely up on you. If you're not aware of the musical talent of Jamiroquai, then I'm like,
yeah,
I honestly kind of feel bad. Kind of feel bad for you, to be honest.
Sorry, yeah.
I feel bad for Lucy right now. Can you see she's
I love
resting her face on her hand
Karma
because
Police.
of you, Granny, and Stevie.
I'm trying to learn more about music.
Also, Karma Police by Radiohead.
Jamiroquai lately.
Well, you're going to meet the Karma Chameleon eventually here, Stevie.
Wait, is Jamiroquai does the like Carlton dance song, right? Is that right?
Yeah. I don't fucking know.
Which one? I don't know people.
I don't know what that is.
He did like one fucking song in the 90s.
Oh, from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that guy?
That one. So the Isotopes covers that song, so I'm very familiar with that one song of his. He's a one-hit wonder for that song, I'm guessing. They? Is it a he or a they?
We don't ask.
I mean, I feel like we do.
Band.
People all asked me several times. No?
Hell yeah.
It's okay. It's a band, not a guy.
Jamiroquai is a fucking single artist.
Oh, okay.
I thought it sounded like a Indian tribe or something.
I'm as
Jamiroquai.
confused as ever.
I was confused.
Stevie's just been on acid listening to fucking Jamiroquai fucking cover bands. Fucking jamming the fuck out. Best thing I ever fucking heard. Fuck you, buddy. You were fucked up. That's what happened.
All right. Take it easy on Stevie Lou. He just won his boxing match and you lost, so I would watch your mouth there, Granny. But a serious actual question would be Martin Scorsese, one of the greatest of all times, obviously has this new show movie coming out, Killers of the Flower Moon with Leonardo and a bunch of other people. But I didn't know if you had a chance to read up on that one or look at any of the specifics, maybe see a trailer. Thoughts on that? Or
I have not seen it yet. I don't like to know very much of anything before I see movies, so I have not watched any trailers, which has been really challenging. But I have one degree of separation with somebody who was in that movie. So I got to hear a little bit about like some of the things that were happening as they were filming it. So I'm really excited to see it. And my understanding is it's amazing. And I love Scorsese. I mean, how can you not?
Yeah, the great Scorsese. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say like Martin Scorsese films. What? I don't want to watch it. Yeah, he's one of the best for sure.
Irishman sucked.
I've heard the Irishman sucked, balls.
Irishman kind of sucked.
I just meant in totality as a whole. I didn't mean like a
sucked.
specific movie. I just meant like if you bring up Scorsese, it's like the great Scorsese. Yes, he had that Cooper. I actually liked The Irishman. I just couldn't picture Robert De Niro kicking that guy's ass. But other than that one scene, it was actually a fairly good movie. In my opinion.
Here's the
I don't
reality.
like CGI. That was horrible.
Here's the reality of it. Any mega director, Hollywood director, he ain't really doing shit on set. It's a massive 1,000-person team with some key directors that work underneath their umbrella that know their vision and know their work and know how they want things done. It's not like Scorsese's out there sitting on a chair with the viewfinder and shit like he was back in the day. I think the problem with Hollywood with this art is that it's not like sports where eventually someone has to retire because as great as they were at one point, they lose a step. With this sort of media, that's not necessarily the case, but there does come a time when people just should be put out to pasture. And I'm starting to wonder if maybe that might be the case for Marty. I did see him give a live interview with Fran Lebowitz last year in Manhattan, and it was spectacular. So it's not like he's old and senile and losing it. I just think something happens when you get past a certain age. Kind of like I just saw this new John Woo film that is
Silent Night.
Silent Night. I went and saw it the other day, and I enjoyed it, but I'm hearing that a lot of people didn't, and they're kind of blaming it on the fact that it doesn't seem like a John Woo film, and it's like this is a 77-year-old man who's been making films in China for the past 20 years who decided to come back and try to make a experimental sort of action flick that doesn't really maybe check all the action flick boxes, but does attempt something. And that's where I'm like, fuck, has maybe John Woo passed his prime and passed his time? Not prime, he's obviously past his prime. Has he passed his time and it's time to step aside, dude?
Little Lemmy, I thought that was Tom Jones, the Carlton dance. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. I think that's correct, actually.
My love of Tom Jones comes from my love of The Simpsons. So I appreciate that comment very much, Little Lemmy.
Fair point.
And don't
how about Oppenheimer or
says
Napoleon?
I'm right.
Just ignore Granny because he's probably not asking a relevant question. Napoleon, Oppenheimer. Do you like the old style where it takes a build up to get to a plot? Unlike all the movies now, like Marvel, it's just trash and they just throw crap everywhere at the screen.
I frequently say that I like all movies. One of the reasons, earlier when Granny was like, "What are your favorite movies?" It's so easy for me to name my least favorite movies because I pretty much love every single movie. So I really, really, I like a little bit of everything. I like extremely slow-paced movies like Dogtooth and things like that. And then I like the quicker paced. I don't mind the trash, garbage, just throw away. There's something happening in every single second. But who cares about what it is that is happening? I like it all.
Yeah. So you're okay with the Marvel and the DC comic movies?
Those are I would say
incarnations.
I would say that those are lower on my list just because I never got super into comic books. Somebody actually asked me, they were like, "Hey, can you review a Marvel movie on your Once Over channel?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then I was like, "Fuck, how am I going to review a Marvel movie? I don't know anything about comic books. All the comic book nerds are going to come at me and I'm going to say dumb shit." So I decided to review Howard the Duck, which I thought was going to get me out of it. I was like, yes, this is the I figured out the key here. And then that same person was like, no, that's not what I meant. Can you do Winter Soldier? And I was like, all right. So I have to
have you seen this new speaking of Dogtooth, did you get a chance to see Poor Things?
I haven't yet. It's on my list.
That's on my list as well.
Yeah.
How about Tusk? Little Lemmy wants the Tusk.
I have seen Tusk.
Speaking of Poor Things, though, are you aware or have you seen this new show on Paramount Plus Showtime called The Curse, starring Emma Stone?
No.
That is my new shit. If anybody out there is into really fun, experimental, cringy TV, this is a new series written by Nathan Fielder. Nathan Felder, sorry, starring Nathan and Emma Stone and Benny Safdie. So again, more Safdie brothers shit.
I was going to say you like the Safdies, obviously.
I honestly, that would be like the dream of mine, is to some way weasel my way onto a Safdie brothers film crew one of these days. I think that would be my best self. So
I just watched A World Apart. It's it's got Ethan Hawke and Sandra Bullock in it.
Oh wow, this is from 1988.
I was going to say that must be.
No.
No. This is new. No, yeah, it just came
It's
out
on Netflix, and that's Julia Roberts, not Sandra Bullock.
Leave the World Behind.
I think it's Julia Roberts.
Is that what it?
Yeah, it's called Leave the World Behind. Yeah.
I just saw people talking about Ethan Hawke again, and I couldn't figure out why he was relevant, but that must be why.
That's why.
Well, there's another. He's in that horror film too, The Black Phone too, right? That's
which women were losing their minds over him in that movie, and I watched it, and I was like, "But he's not sexy in any way." Like,
okay, well, Leave the World Behind has Julia Roberts, Ethan Hawke, and Kevin Bacon in it. So, sign me up.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's not like I watched it, and I'm an asshole, but I'm not a guy that's gonna be like fucking tell you what happens in the movie. But
this is great though. This is like, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all right, dude. It's not that fucking good. Like I wasn't like, oh my god, fucking, you know. I actually,
so the one thing that I saw was that Michelle Obama and Michelle and what's his name, Obama, said that they had it's theirs, that they produced it, correct? Leave the World Behind. What? And of course they threw some political shit into the middle of it. I had this pulled up already, so it's coincidental.
It definitely got weirdly political as well.
Yeah, everyone's complaining because they threw this shit in there for no reason, like in the movie. So
I'm asking for you to remember that if the world falls apart, trust should not be doled out easily to anyone, especially white people. Even Mom would agree.
What?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Okay. Listen to it again, because that is so fun. That pisses me off so much. But whatever. We're used to it now, right?
Yeah. Apparently, the Obamas have a production company. Higher Ground.
No. Netflix hired them like years ago and paid them like $80 million and no one knew what the hell they were paying them for. But apparently, we're finding out now because they're putting stuff out on the Netflix that they produced. So.
And Sandra Bullock.
Let's hear that again.
Racist cunt.
I just want everyone to hear that very specifically again, because that's infuriating.
I'm asking for you to remember that if the world falls apart, trust should not be doled out easily to anyone, especially white people.
Especially white people.
True.
Don't trust them white peoples. Why do you have to throw shit like that into movies nowadays? That drives me crazy.
Well,
so,
listen,
whatever.
Sandra Bullock tries to snatch the weave off that bitch's head a couple times, dude.
So they get in fights and whatnot?
Don't give it away. Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with Soup Party?
Yeah. No, he's correct. I think Peepo is spelled P-E-E-P-O, by the way.
No, he's being a cunt.
That's how.
Well, we can always ignore Soup Party. How dare you be mean? Don't ever be mean in the chat room.
He's not like a troll, though. Now he's being a troll. It's weird. How the fuck do people do that?
Or that's just how he feels.
Yeah, I guess. He's come on the show before, though. That's why I'm
fucking White Claws, dude. All right, fucking leave the man alone. That's who I fought, Stevie.
Right.
That's
yeah,
why.
he
did
actually
come on here
the guy.
before. It doesn't give him any credence.
So, Granny, back to the movie. Yeah, did the whole movie have a common like political theme about it, or was that just like a one-off?
Yes. I mean, I'll fucking tell you about it. I just don't. If anybody's gonna watch it, I don't want to ruin it. But
No, I
Yeah,
just said
it
that was the specific question. Was that part of it a one-off, or was the entire movie partially political?
Same
No,
question.
the entire movie was completely political, and then there was also a race negator in the fucking movie. So, like,
A race instigator, like instigator, or race instigator. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So, of course, yeah, because they, like, Sandra Bullock wants to snatch the weave off that black girl's head, and doesn't trust him. And the black girl makes it into a race issue, and also Russia is taking over America. Ruin the movie for everybody.
No, that's absolutely fine. We like ruining movies here. That's what we do. That's part of what we do.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what it's about. It's really not that good of a fucking movie, to tell you the truth, man. Like, I'm watching a movie right now. What am I watching? Holy moly!
You're watching a movie right now while doing the show? Ow!
That's rude.
Yeah. How's that rude?
What a multitask.
I can do two fucking things. I can do two things.
No, see, like
Stevie,
I'm gonna go feed my cats right now. I'm gonna take a quick break and feed the cats.
Yeah, Gray Dolls. Bacon plays a conservative prepper, so he was a pre-apocalyptic prepper, and then he was well prepared for the after party. Yeah, looks like.
Shut up.
Yeah, a lot of good names in that movie. It sounds like a good one. I don't know. Yeah,
it really isn't. It's not that good of a movie. I would say, like, is it worth a watch? Yeah, I mean, you might as well. You know what I mean, with the big names in it and shit. Is it worth a watch? Probably not. It's not that good. You know what's better than
it's
that?
no Footloose, huh?
The Mist. That's one of my.
No, we're not talking about The Mist again. We've already talked about that. I don't want to hear about The Mist or what you think about it.
I fucking love The Mist.
What does Lucy think about The Mist?
Wait. You guys have asked me a million questions. Quad and Chops. I want to hear your guys' favorite movies because now I know Granny's is
He
The Mist.
shoots his kid and then they save him right afterwards. All right. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, well, so for myself,
I got an answer for that
I
when you're
typically just throw out Tombstone is a simple answer.
Great answer.
But I have a lot of whatever. It could change whether I'm in the mobster mood, like with Scorsese or whatever. Like it bounces around a little bit, but for the most part, I would say like Westerns. So when we were talking favorite actors earlier, obviously there we go. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I got John Wayne on my wall right there, and my common answer is Clint Eastwood. I grew up watching his westerns more than anyone's.
Yeah.
So that's an easy answer for me.
Before you move on, which True Grit is better, the modern or
the remake? I think.
Yeah,
I thought
I agree
the remake was fucking great. It's one of the 5 remakes that are better than the original. In reality, there's not many. That's probably one of them.
Yep.
Chops, buddy. I'm gonna let my dog in. You give her a good answer.
I have I got 2. Only because like I judge movies on directing style and acting style, and I have 2. I have a favorite directing movie and a favorite actor movie. First one would be the director, Citizen Kane. Absolutely, to me, when it comes to directing style for the time, Orson Welles was beyond like the mindset that anybody else was then. And for acting style would be
wait
the movie
before you say that, I don't know if you heard, just because I'm still on the WATP kick and on the Stuttering John kick. I don't know if you recently heard, Stuttering John recently said he claims that he went to NYU for film, and he claims also that he hates Citizen Kane.
If you went to school
Which
for
is
film,
the dumbest
there's no
thing.
way.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
no
so
way.
stupid. That's like I cannot imagine anybody admitting to that publicly that like has studied film in any way, shape, or form. Because even if you don't like older movies, even if you can acknowledge that movie has aged, that is an incredible movie through and through.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the thing that kills me when people say that they don't like Citizen Kane. It's like, well, I understand why you don't like it because you're watching it for what the film is given to you right now. You have to understand what the film was when it came out, and then you can really respect watching it again. It's just it's phenomenal. Like, I can name all the things that he had to do directing that movie, and it astounds me every single time. But that's the boring side of it. That's the pre-watch of the movie itself. But as for acting wise, Immortal Beloved with Gary Oldman. A lot of people don't know that movie.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you're shaking your head. You actually know that movie?
That's great.
I know that movie really well because I read the book, Immortal Beloved. It's about Beethoven.
Yep. Wow.
I don't know the movie.
That's all to all of you. You wouldn't. It's a very like lovable. Well, that's a love movie, but also tragic at the same time.
Right.
I do know this about movies also is that what they said what is the cinematography wise Born on the 4th of July was one of the best cinematically filmed movies ever because they filmed it all in shades of red, white, and blue also. I didn't realize it until a buddy of mine that went to school for it that I mean he doesn't do shit now except for paint houses, but he went to school for it and he pointed it out to me. It's an okay movie, but when you look how it was filmed, it actually makes it a lot better.
Like the cinematography and your buddy went to where? He went to school, film school?
Yeah.
Like Stuttering John did? Did he get a diploma too, just like Stuttering John?
No, I don't think he did.
Right. So
there are probably reasons.
I feel like I've heard this story somewhere.
No, I don't think he got it. No, I don't think he got a diploma. But he just told me about the Born on 4th of July, and when I watched it, if you watch the film again, you can see that it is filmed in all shades of red, white, and blue as well. It's kind of bizarre, dude.
There's a lot of
very
films out
patriotic.
there.
It doesn't sound bizarre, but yeah, that's kind of a good segue. I had just heard this story. I don't know if you knew about Jimmy Stewart's. He was a veteran in World War II. He actually flew like B-29 bombers. They said, "Hey, we'll give you the easy out," but he was like, "No, I'm gonna go do the full thing." He actually like enlisted for 2 extra tours, and they say he probably had a little bit of shell shock. And I had just learned that he filmed one of his first movies back from the war was It's a Wonderful Life. And they documented that he probably was suffering from shell shock. Maybe some of the reasons he did so well in his acting was because he was actually having a freaking mental breakdown, like from the shell shock. I'd never heard that before, but that's super interesting fact.
We're talking about
Jimmy Stewart.
Wow.
In It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, no, I caught the tail part.
What's crazy about Jimmy Stewart is that he's one of those actors, like no matter, even in today's time, if you hear his name, usually you hear the voice. Right. He has one of those voices that nobody can recreate or take with it. And I'm wondering, like, where does it come from? What is that voice?
Dana Carvey, right?
Yeah, Dana Carvey did a good one. Right. Impersonation on SNL. Right. Absolutely.
That it seems like he's got kind of like a transcontinental style accent.
Transatlantic.
It's the
like
Keanu.
Well, she calls it transatlantic. Maybe we should just call it trans. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Transatlantic. Yes. Yeah, he does have a weird cadence. Or
I've heard transcontinental, mid-Atlantic accent. Yeah, transatlantic. You're right. Like it's kind of like a airplane pilot. They say, you know how every time you're on a goddamn flight, it's like, all right, this is your captain speaking, and we're flying.
That's so true.
And they say that's like because that's Chuck Yeager. They say that every pilot has been doing Chuck Yeager's voice all this time. So if you listen to Chuck Yeager, he had that cadence and that tone to his voice. So it's basically like some sort of thing that's been passed along through the, you know, the flight deck or whatever. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm no goddamn Air Force guy, but whatever. You get what the fuck I'm saying.
No, you're right. He has that voice, and it really is that kind of like just dull, just I'm going to give you the facts, and that's it. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to crash right here, but you know, let's watch my movie. It'll make you feel better. I swear.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the stewardess is going to be. Oh yeah, Stewart. That's my last name.
Yeah. Speaking of Chuck Yeager,
stewardess is going to be bringing around the drink cart in a few minutes, and
the good old days, right?
Peanuts.
Hot dog.
Now you get beat up on a Spirit Airlines instead.
Folks, the cigarette smoking light has been turned off, so you can feel free to light up on this plane.
Speaking of Chuck Yeager, yeah, like The Right Stuff are you a big fan of that movie, 1983 film, The Right Stuff? Many good actors. Yeah, absolutely.
This is like, you remember the beginning of the episode when we were just naming female fans? Now we're just naming movies. Yeah, this is like the same the same kind of bit. So yeah, you're from Rochester, right? Do you know the Smiths?
I'm better at naming movies than I am at naming female fans of your show, though. So I can participate in this conversation. Yeah.
No, it's like Chris Farley, right? When he's he meets the people he's a fan of. He's like, "Do you remember that time you were on Lucy? Do you remember that time you were on WATP? That was great. That was great. That was great."
Purple Rose of Cairo.
All right, wait. So I also said my least favorite movies. Can I hear your guys' least favorite movies? Do you guys have least favorite movies?
Yeah.
As long as we're still on the movie topic, can I do that?
Yes, I do.
You guys first.
Absolutely.
You guys first.
Independence Day.
Oh, you don't say that.
That's fucked up.
You don't say that.
That's fucked up.
Independence Day was a shit fucking movie, dude.
Okay,
Randy Quaid was in it, so any movie Randy Quaid was in is not a shitty movie. So
it's a good callback. That was a good callback, at least. All right, I don't mind. I actually kind of like. I love Steve Martin, but the 1987 film Roxanne, where he fucking puts on the prosthetic nose, that movie to this day makes me want to like hurt a puppy if I ever see it on screen. It's like, thank God I don't have puppies just laying around here, because fuck, you know, but that's a bad one for me. I don't like that film.
Yeah, that was a terrible film, but Independence Day is still way fucking worse.
I'll always disagree with that. No way, dude. No way.
He's always trying to like one up everybody too. This is like this thing.
I'm not one-upping you. I'm just saying.
Like, oh, okay, good. You've got a good opinion too, Steve, and then move on. Not just be a fucking.
Okay, I'll go with something like Shakespeare in Love, something that everyone thought was like so good, but I watch it and I'm like, what is this? It's so bad. Leguizamo ruins every movie for starters.
Yeah, 100% agree. He is the worst. That's my new least favorite actor, actually.
John Leguizamo.
Wait, who was that?
John
Leguizamo. He was good in
Spawn.
He was good in Spawn.
You're a child.
He played a clown, and he is a clown. So,
yeah, the thing about Shakespeare, yeah, that's probably his best film. Okay, so Shakespeare in Love. The reason why that one gets even more hate is that it beat Saving Private Ryan for best film that year, and like motherfuckers were so sure that Saving Private Ryan was going to be the big W for Spielberg, and the Academy gave it to Shakespeare in Love, and motherfuckers were fired up about that, you know, including me, you know, which I didn't think Shakespeare in Love was a bad film, or, you know, I also didn't think it was a great film, but once it took down America, and Saving Private Ryan.
Fuck yeah!
Dude, I saw Saving Private Ryan in like the main theater in town. Like, didn't go to the multiplex. I went to like the fucking one of those theaters that only has one screen and fucking 300 people, and motherfuckers were sobbing leaving the theater. I'll never forget seeing like grown adult men and people
every time
sobbing walking out of that theater.
You cried in that movie. You're not a man.
Dude. Every time fucking Vin Diesel dies, dude, I'm out, bro.
Oh, I have to skip it. I have to skip it, dude. I'm like, no, man. I'm there, like at my TV, like giving compressions. Like
my Lebanese brother.
Vin Diesel was in that.
My Lebanese brother.
That's right. He is Lebanese.
You're fucking Irish or something. Shut up.
No, I was talking about child. You fucking don't follow when you're drunk.
I'm the only Lebanese guy here. Damn it.
I'm not
There
drunk
can't be
yet.
more. Now that, okay, we can, I would love to discuss that, but we'll probably move on.
I don't know. I guess another film I would say is terrible. Endgame. I would say all those Marvel films are pretty dog shit, dude. I really do not enjoy any of them.
I think even like the first couple that came out were good, but now like the plots and everything have just totally gotten away from them. Like I think that goes back to what Stevie was saying. Like they used to pay tons of attention on detail and preparation, and now they kind of just throw it to the wind and like throw things into all these movies that don't even make sense to the plot line. It's like the preparation before the movie's not there.
Well, look at this,
which is weird.
Like we're seeing, was making money.
We're seeing something. This fucking film Blue Beetle that came out this year only made $125 million worldwide, barely made its money back. So I think that's like one of the first times we're seeing something that was
Beetle.
Exactly. It was like it was an IMAX film.
That's the Brie Larson one,
right? It's just something where they're, and to use a friend of ours phrase, where they're starting to get out over their skis a little bit, maybe, and if they don't reel it back in, you know, they're going to be fine. Like that's the thing about superhero movies, they go through phases, they go through eras, and that includes downtime. So I know go ahead, sorry, I'm jabbering.
I was just going to say, I think something that's unique with what's happening with the superhero movie genre right now that we haven't seen in the past. I agree that it happens in phases. So like sometimes it's popular, sometimes it's not popular. But right now what we have is that the superhero movies are becoming caricatures of themselves. So it's becoming like it's building off of what it was last and building off of what it was last until it becomes so goofy that it's nothingness. And I don't think that we've ever seen that in the film genre before, where it has gone so far off the rails that it's become nonsense. And I think that that's what's happening with.
I was going to say, could you call it the Deadpool? I was just going to say the same thing. It's kind of like a Deadpool effect like that.
Yeah. And you have the successful moment in that, and then you have the fall off the rails because everybody tries to
copy it. Yeah. Yep.
And again, that's where it's a literal caricature. It's like The Simpsons in 1996 compared to The Simpsons now. Now it is a caricature of itself trying to be as good as it was in 1996.
And fucking shoot me if I'm wrong, okay? Last good superhero movie,
please,
and it was a remake. Judge Dredd.
Please be wrong. Please be wrong.
Judge Dredd is awesome.
Shit,
you're right.
When the remake of Judge Dredd was
amazing.
Bad the fuck ass, dude.
Yeah, amazing.
It was a great
the remake
film, dude. Yeah.
All of the Judge Dredd films are awesome. Actually.
You like the first one? Yeah.
Dredd. I like all of those.
The original.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the Stallone ones, but the last one that they made, bro. There was two, wasn't there? I thought there was two.
No.
I'm only aware of one.
Yeah.
I might have missed something though.
There's only
I've been wrong before. But I'm the one that they did with the fucking bitch from Game of Thrones. She was Mother or whatever.
Mother Goose.
No,
Sansa?
I don't know what he's talking about, man.
Stark?
Mudman, grown man-childs walk around talking about how superheroes and their idols grow up, and look up Davy Crockett, Paul Bunyan, and great American folk heroes. Great job, Mudman, defending all these horrible movies. Woohoo! DC Comics.
It was Cersei from Game of Thrones, and if you've never seen the remake of fucking Judge Dredd, it's one of my top 5 remakes.
Cool.
Sorry,
Got it. I'm hoping that this is something where, you know, people start to push back on these shit Marvel films, and we get back to a grittier, more, you know, realistic auteur movie offerings. I think the strike also fucked a lot of shit up too. People really forget about how the pause,
the writers'
production
strike.
Yeah. Stop making everything for a while there. And still going to feel that for a little bit. But I'm hoping that it opens up the doors for, you know, smaller, more creative stuff to come through, because I think that's my favorite type of film. I can't watch any of these, you know.
Or
I mean, if you're like dating somebody who's got like if you're dating a single mom, Chops, pay attention, take notes. If you're dating a single mom or something like that, and you know she's got kids and they're fucking going, Uncle Chops, we want to go see the Ant-Man.
Uncle.
You gotta, you gotta be like, all right, Randy, but you gotta sleep in the basement tonight.
You gotta tell him. You gotta tell him, Chops.
Chops time.
If somebody isn't dying on pills on clown makeup, the fucking film isn't worth watching. That is, we haven't had a good superhero film until fucking Heath Ledger
Dark
gave
Knight,
us life.
Heath Ledger. Yep, exactly.
Oh, I didn't even consider that.
Can you imagine him coming back to be in more of the
From
Batman
the dead?
movies? That would have been fucking insane.
Oh.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry, buddy.
I'm like, this
Talk
episode
about a
is going
spoiler.
long. You are losing your shit.
Yeah, no more Brokeback Mountain 2 for you.
I may have just stumbled onto something there. Like, does Batman count as a superhero? Does he?
All right, get him out of here.
There's nothing super about him.
Get him fuck out of here.
He's a millionaire.
He's fucking done.
There's nothing super about being a millionaire.
It's fucking 10. It's 10:20 anyway. I'm fucking leaving with you, Chops. In solidarity.
Hey, I got that point.
Yeah, fair enough. Can't
Well,
blame you.
we had to make him walk somehow. I did that for you guys.
Well, no, I was kind of curious, like back to the writers thing. That is an interesting part of what's going on in Hollywood right now. Obviously, they had a bunch of movies that have been shelved over the years, and maybe they have access to bring all those back out while the writer's strike. Do you know if any of that happened, or is there projects? Obviously, we don't really get to know about those things too much, but you would think there's
stuff is going to roll out over the next year and a half, 2 years. I think we're going to get a lot of stuff that was caught up, just like after the pandemic. Same thing happened. Very similar situation with the pandemic, where some there was a bottleneck with releasing stuff, like where there was nothing going into theaters for a while. They were slowly releasing some things on video on demand during the pandemic, and then suddenly they opened theaters back up, and people were like, "Yes, I'm watching films. I love everything." Right. And then they were like, "Oh, wait a second, no. Sometimes films suck, and we're just punch crazy from being inside." So that kind of uncorked a lot of shit. So I think there's going to be an uncorking.
Do you just watch films and review them, or do you have like a Hollywood insider scoops? Do you read up on things that are going on in Hollywood, or like try to keep up on that? Were you informed during the writers? Yeah, Lucy. For you?
No, so I have absolutely no credentials. I know nothing. I'm just somebody who happens to really love movies. So I've seen a lot of movies. I spend all of my free time watching movies. My favorite weekend day is watch 5 to 10 movies, and that is all I do. Yeah. I really, really like watching them, but I have no credentials. I never studied movies. I never did anything within the realm of movies. One time I sort of helped with special effects on a horror movie that never actually got released. And that was the closest that I ever got to actually working on a movie. I learned all of the video editing and being in front of the camera since I have been on YouTube. So it has been a steep learning curve for me because I had to buy a new computer in order to have, video editing software that was powerful enough to be able to actually do video editing. I didn't know anything about any of that. Yeah. I had absolutely no idea about any of those things. So it was just, it's all very foreign to me. Like commenting on things is foreign to me, as you can tell by that run-on and horrible sentence. I'm not great at commenting on things.
Well, that's where your editing comes in.
Exactly. I would have cut that whole thing out.
And I realized as I was saying that before that's kind of like a backhanded compliment that, you're able to cut out the quiet parts of, your production, which again, it's really just the attention span of society that you're placating to there, which is great. I know they do have some software that'll do it for you, but still you have to double check and make sure.
Yeah, but then I have to pay for that, and I have to make money off of this before I'm paying for it. So
Derek, take notes with that. Make sure you're taking those notes.
Well, Stevie Lou, that's something we haven't really got into, but I don't know if you could just throw out for a couple of minutes your experience with trauma. Of course, our very own Stevie Lou is a major part of trauma industries over there. I didn't know if you were aware of that, Lucy.
I am aware of that.
I did a lot of volunteer unpaid gigs with them that have led to paid gigs. So that's something that unfortunately you do have to sometimes go through in order to get somewhere in this side of the camera in the production area. It did take doing some free, fun, intense work for a bit before I got to, put it on my resume and then get hired for something. So you learn as much as you can, though, on those free gigs, especially when you've got a good team of other people who are getting paid around you. As long as someone's getting paid on the job, and they'll put good work in.
Name of the game. You get paid, you do work.
That was a hot take.
Hell yeah. We're slowly wrapping up here. Lucy, if you need to take off, I know Stevie Lou's got to get out of here. So, Stevie, is there anything you wanted to plug or talk about before you had to jet?
Gay.
We've already got it all settled. Thank you, Miss Producer.
Out there.
Please, folks, honestly, she could do her plug as well, but I'm a huge fan of the Once Over with Kaylee. Thank you very much, Lucy, for coming on and dealing with this bullshit. You were quite the ray of sunshine for us dark, evil bastards. If folks could check out Blunt Smoker Video, we're still doing it.
Spotify, right, buddy?
It's on Spotify, but I've been thinking about maybe expanding that. I got to have a discussion with the boys and see if we can maybe figure out something, because the problem is that they're busy. I'm busy. They don't have the time to meet up in person all the time. So thinking about maybe opening up to a different platform like YouTube and doing maybe a version of Blunt Smoker like we do via Zoom with more folks, because I will say a lot of folks have reached out to me and asked to get involved with Blunt Smoker because they like smoking weed and they like cinema. It's just we record it live in Brooklyn. So I'm thinking that we'll still always do those OG Blunt Smokers live whenever the boys are available, but I think I may try to branch out and do some stuff on the streaming platform very soon. So
oh yeah, brother,
we'll see.
Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, have a good one. I assume you're
Thanks,
going to
guys.
go
Thanks,
jump on some other show that's more important than this one.
Business, so.
No, that's cool. I'm just fucking with you.
All
Thanks,
right, see you guys. Thank you.
Peace. Yeah, so I was going to watch some of these. They got these AI Elon Musk redo. You know how he came out and he was like, "Go fuck yourself." He said that on. He was being interviewed and he was saying that to like people that want to troll how the ad revenue on Twitter, or X now, I should say. And he was like, well, if Disney doesn't want to advertise on my platform according to what is on the platform, then go fuck yourself. Some guy came out with these AI Elon Musk movie remakes. I'll let you watch one of them. I got like 5 of them loaded up, but you can watch one and decide if you want to stay to see the other ones. But this was pretty great. Elon Musk as Braveheart.
And I see a whole army of my countrymen here in defiance of tyranny. You have come to fight as free men. And free men you are. What will you do without freedom? Will you fight? Fight and you may die. Run and you'll live. At least a while. And dying in your beds many years from now, when you be willing to trade all the days from this day to that for one chance, just one chance, to jump out here and tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take the culprit of. And I see.
Oh, I was waiting for him to do the abracadabra and like the whole Elon Musk thing. It was so unmotivating.
Yeah, exactly. That's I think that's why they did it, because it's like Elon Musk. He's gonna be like the William Wallace of our movement. Of don't try to silence us, but he's the worst voice because he's just like a robot. It's not good, but he's what we got to protect our First Amendment, which is weird that a South African buys a X, and he's the one trying to save our First Amendment rights, which whatever, we'll take it. It's unfortunate we don't have like Americans doing that. So
what did you think about it, Lucy? I was like bawling in myself. I was just laughing.
That was absurd. Like, I didn't even know what. It was jarring is the word that I want to use for that.
But they made like, there's like 10 of these. Like, they just kept making a bunch of them. Yeah. Like,
I'll
play.
It's very successful, I feel like, in what it's trying to do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this one's going to be great.
It gets the point. Yeah, 300.
Yeah. It'll be great.
I forget who's the guy that owns Google. What's his name? Damn it.
Yeah, nobody really talks about him. We know Jeffrey Bezos. We know Elon Musk. We don't know the Google guy. I'm more scared of him now.
Yeah, I forget his name. I should know it. Damn it. Yeah, maybe the comments will say. Damn it, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
We know Bill Gates. We just don't know the Google.
We'll look it up.
Hey, Bob.
Bob.
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go fuck yourself.
This is blasphemy. This is madness.
Bob Iger.
Go fuck yourself. Hey, Bob.
You can't even.
They're actually fairly well done.
I like the first one way better.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, fair enough. It's good shit. So anyway, I figured we'd watch those and call it an evening. Lucy, is there anything you wanted to shout out or talk about coming up?
Definitely just Wednesday nights on Who Are These Podcasts. Vote for me, obviously. And check out upcoming stuff on Once Over with Kaylee. I will be doing Hello Mary Lou Prom Night 2 coming up, as well as Nightmare Before Christmas on my channel. So
is that Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yep, that's the one.
Right. Okay.
Can you tell how I feel about it from this face right now?
Uh-oh. It's gonna be great.
What's his name?
You're gonna not like it. Yeah. Look
at the face.
Correct face. Yeah, that was the right one.
That's good.
I see it now.
Yeah. Love it. No. Yeah. Thank you very much for.
I just wanted to say thank you so much, Little Lemmy. You gave so many awesome suggestions for movies, and I put them all in my phone, so I'm literally going to watch them all. So thank you. And thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that you're talking to the lady in the chat instead of us for thanking us for all the great things we were going to attribute to your future movie reviews. But whatever, go ahead and just talk to the girls in the chat. Whatever, I see how it is.
Solidarity.
Yeah, what he said.
Thank you very much for coming on. We had a blast with you. And Chops, is there anything you got to shout out?
No, sir. Just happy to be here as always.
I had to fight my whole life. I could beat you up even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite. I bet you sleep with the night light, cause you're scared of the dark, cause you stink like a fart. Well, I light your fart on fire with my rhymes. You think I won't? I do it all the time. I bet I got more money than Jay-Z. Compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy. Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce, I think you're cute too. I made out with so many girls. Made out with every girl in the world. I might look small, but I'm not. I don't care if you're big, I'll fight you. Well, I do know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls. Cause I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls.